All right. So listen, we have some news for y'all ass.
Yeah.
I just found out yesterday. I was like, oh no. It is time. It is coming. It is going down.
Yeah.
Our boy Diddy is going to trial on Monday. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And they actually gave him a plea.
Right.
And Diddy turned it down. He don't want the plea deal. He said, no, we're going to take this to trial.
Right.
And you know what? Instead of us just talking about it, let's go ahead and hear from our reporter out there in the streets.
Our brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major developments tonight involving the case against Sean Diddy Combs, what he decided in court today, and what this now means, the move coming just 4 days before his trial is set to begin. Here's Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, Sean Combs makes it official. He's rejecting the government's offer to plead guilty and spare himself the possibility of a prolonged term in prison. When asked if he turned down the offer, Combs answered, "Yes, I do, Your Honor," as he stood in a baggy beige jail uniform. Terms were not disclosed, but prosecutors did say a plea could result in a shorter sentence for Combs than if he's convicted. The decision guarantees Combs will face trial beginning just 4 days from now that will test whether one of music's most prolific figures used his power, wealth, and fame to sexually exploit both women and men for decades. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution charges that accused him of coercing alleged victims into prolonged, drug-fueled sexual activity that he called freak-offs and threatening them into silence. At trial, Combs will ditch the jail garb and wear ordinary clothes, as his lawyers argue the evidence shows consenting adults being intimate in their own way. Jury selection begins Monday. David, prospective jurors have already started answering written questions. If Combs is convicted, he faces what could amount to a life sentence. David?
Aaron Katursky, who's following this case for us. Aaron, thank you.
What do you think about that there, buddy?
Woo! I want to know what they offered him.
Yeah.
I would like to know what they offered him, though, because, nobody wants to sit. You know what I mean? But, sometimes you got to weigh your options, and you got to definitely weigh the evidence. You know what I mean? If you know that you have enough evidence to create reasonable doubt within that jury, then yeah, go for it. If you feel that you can get a not guilty plea, but if you know that the witnesses and everybody are cooperating with the prosecutors, that they're going to be showing up to court and they're coming in with all of this evidence against you, then you might want to look at whatever the offer was. Now, obviously, it was more than 10 years, because I think if it was 5, he would have took it.
You think he would have took a 5-year bid?
I think he would have took a 5-year bid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he would have took a 5-year bid.
I don't know.
Because if he loses the trial, if they offer you 5, if you lose that trial, you're getting 40.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
I think that,
So sometimes you be weighing that, you be like, ooh.
If he feels that he could beat the case, then,
Right.
you got to think, right? There was a lot, like the government really screwed him around on this case.
Mm-hmm.
They really did. Like
And the
all
media.
that, yeah.
And the media.
But
And
see,
I think a lot of times people look at the video of what he did to Cassie and thinks that, that automatically makes him guilty. A lot of people don't realize he's not being charged with that.
Right.
That's not even one of his crimes. You know what I mean? Assault and battery or doing anything to Cassie. You know what I mean? And so I don't even believe she's one of the victims in this case. In this case. So a lot of people have just been misled by the media. But I believe that Puffy's definitely going to have a very, very strong legal team.
Of course he is.
And I believe that they have enough evidence to show a lot of these people were willing participants and had consensual sex with Diddy. And all he needs is text messages. All he needs is a few photographs or a few witness testimonies from people who were there. And, it doesn't take much to create reasonable doubt in the jury. So if he has a text message that says, "Please come pick me up," or "I had such a great time," or "When can we do it again?" or I'm going to the airport now," or whatever, just show text message to say, "Ma'am, is this your text right here?" The crying young victim on the stage, right on the stand. "Is this your testimony right here saying I had an amazing time," or "Come pick me up," or whatever. And so things like that can definitely get reasonable doubt. Thing is, with P. Diddy, he's a celebrity. He's not going to know what cell phone he had 20 years ago when he made that call, probably, or what hotel he was in, or what country he was in when he made these calls and things like that. So getting that information might be a task, but that's why you have paralegals such as myself, or you know.
That what you considering yourself?
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what paralegals do. Paralegals do all the groundwork. They do all the groundwork. They the one that find the witnesses. They the one that write up all the complaints, the documents, all that, the motions, all that. Lawyers just go up in front of the judge and look pretty. But that paralegal sitting over there is a monster.
So Diddy is faced with 3 charges.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Racketeering conspiracy. That's a maximum of life in prison.
Yeah, have a nice day.
He's charged with sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Maximum sentence of life with a mandatory minimum of 15 years.
So that's what the offer was.
And he's also charged with transportation to engage in prostitution. Maximum sentence, 10 years in prison. So Diddy could be facing life.
So what they probably offered him was 10 years. The deal was going to be, we will drop, what was the second charge?
So it was racketeering conspiracy, that's 1.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion is
Which
2.
one has the mandatory minimum?
That's 15 years, yeah.
Yeah. So they was willing to drop that charge and offer him a 10-year deal, because on the mandatory minimum, they can't offer him anything less than that.
Right.
Unless they drop that charge and he plead guilty to the other 2, then they can offer him 10. But if he's to plead guilty to that charge there, the least he can do amount of time is 15 years. So they probably, and a lot of times they'll do that. They'll take that mandatory charge off and let you cop out to the lesser charges. So he probably refused to take that 10.
Yeah.
10 years is a long time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, 10 years is a long time, but it is a whole lot shorter than life.
It is.
Whole lot shorter than a life, baby.
I mean, if you're 60, if you're going on 60, it's kind of the same thing.
I mean, you know, how old is Diddy? 50, 55?
I would say.
54, 55. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I mean, 10 years could be a life bid for him.
Yeah, for
you
anybody.
Know, could
you know
be.
What I mean?
You know, at that age.
At that age.
You know, so.
They don't have the healthiest food there. You know what I mean? You don't have the healthiest nutrition. And, I mean, workout and things like that. But he has money, and he has family and things like that, so he does have an advantage. And, you know, his lawyers, even whether he gets found guilty or not, his team is not going to quit on him. You know what I mean? Like, they're still going to be working every day they're in there to get him out on an appeal and get him out on early sentencing and all that kind of stuff. COVID, medical, like anything pop up, we trying to get you up out of here, you know? So I don't think B. Diddy will be in jail for a long time if he's found guilty.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get a life bid, but I think that he has a lot of these cases are going to, like, one thing about trial, you really start seeing the facts of the case and start hearing stuff, and you're like, he's lying, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know, or maybe he could be the liar, you don't know, but in the trial, the facts come out.
Yeah.
You know, whether you want them to or not.
They're not disclosing what the terms of the plea deal are. And all they're saying is he rejected it. He rejected the government's offer to a plea guilty and spare him the possibility of a prolonged prison sentence. So, yeah, he's waiting to see what happened.
He's rolling the dice.
Yeah. And
My
look,
life rolling the dice, don't intervene.
I'll tell you, in all honesty, you know, I think that makes the most sense. I think it makes the most sense, because it doesn't even say what the plea deal was, and with that, the plea deal could have been 15 years.
Yeah.
So you got to figure, right, at his age, right? Let me just see how old Diddy really is.
He'd be about 70 when he get out of there.
So, you know, let's see, how old is Diddy? So he's what? Yo, his mom's 84.
His mother?
Yeah. Wait a second, that's not what I wanted.
How old is my mama?
Diddy's 55. Okay, so he's 55. If he got a 15-year bid, he'd be 70.
Yes.
At that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, who like he gonna go spend 15 years in prison and then come out at 70. Like I probably would have just been like, nah, I'm not taking the deal either.
Nah.
It's a life bid anyway.
Yeah, I'm not
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of
You
quality
gonna
of
give me
life did he
15?
have?
Give me the whole shebang.
Yeah.
You
So,
know what I mean?
you know, I think that makes the most sense.
And trust me
For
when
him.
I tell you, the last thing that the prosecutor wanted to hear is that Diddy's not taking that deal.
Yeah.
And he's going to trial.
Yeah.
Because now they got some work cut out for their asses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got to know
Definitely.
exactly what witness to put on that stand.
Yeah.
They got to make sure everybody is credible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's gonna be tough.
That's
It's
gonna be
real
tough because some of them people that you about to put on that stand is gonna look like a damn fool coming in there.
Yeah. So if you know, remember, what's his name? What's the lawyer's name? The one that they
Busby.
kicked out, Busby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude is just so stupid. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And it's just like he's just an ambulance chaser. You know, trying to come up. He's
Absolutely.
representing that woman who's suing Shannon Sharp.
Right.
So, you know,
All these
this
people.
dude,
And the thing is, when you take these people and you put these people on the stand, the DAs and the prosecutors know these people's characters comes into play immediately.
absolutely.
Like, was you arrested for prostitution 10 times
Yeah.
in your life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, questions like that's coming up. Like, have you ever been charged with sex, having sex or soliciting sex or anything like that? Man, you kidding me? People going to be running out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Object, Your Honor. Object. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a good trial. It's probably going to last a couple of weeks, but I hope he's out in time for my party. What sign is Diddy?
I don't know. Probably a Gemini.
No, we don't move like that. That's what
November.
crazy Scorpios.
He was born
what I
November.
tell
What's
you.
November? Scorpio?
Scorpios.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, nuts.
Yeah. Well,
Completely nuts.
I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see what happens, man. Shout out to our listeners on the live.
Yeah, what they
Cynthia
saying?
Brewington, Officer Brewington,
Oh, you know she would have
Yeah.
put the cuffs on Diddy.
Lisa Renee, Tito Irene, Jackson, Sandy D.
Oh, man.
Kim Bellinger said, "What happened to the law music?"
Oh, yeah. See, they didn't drop that, that law and this order on them. All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk
I didn't even
about
think
a
about that.
story.
I'm sorry. I should have played that too. Len McBride, what's up? What's up, D-Rock? Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about a story that warned not just adults, I mean young kids, but adults too, because a lot of people, man, do a lot of driving, unnecessary driving and things like that. And there's a thing called drowsy driving. And a kid yesterday learned the hard way after he reportedly fell asleep at the wheel before a serious crash over the weekend. The 19-year-old driver fell asleep while driving along Shop Street in Hingham at around 2:30 in the morning. The teen who was driving home from a church event crossed into the oncoming lane and crashed into a pole. So the teen got out of the car by himself, suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. No one else was involved in the early morning crash. Police said the driver was wearing his seatbelt and airbags deployed upon impact. But drowsy driving can be just as dangerous as impairment from alcohol or drugs. Social media post Wednesday along with a photograph of a heavily damaged vehicle that was involved in the crash. In 2023, the nation saw 633 deaths from crashes involving drowsy driving. And this comes from people, these usually crashes involve only a single person with no passengers running off the road at a high rate of speed with no evidence of braking. And the crash frequently occurs on rural roads or highways. That's why I fall asleep on both of them. What? That's why I love being a passenger. But the thing is, the following tips to avoid driving drowsy is get adequate sleep on a daily basis is the only true way to protect yourself against the risk of driving when you're drowsy. Yeah. Before the start of a long family trip, get a good night's sleep, or you could put your entire family at risk. Many teens do not get enough sleep at this stage in life, where their biological need for sleep increases, which makes them vulnerable to the risk of drowsy driving. Ugh. Avoid drinking alcohol before driving. Consumption of alcohol interacts with sleepiness too. And always check your prescription and over-the-counter medications labels to see if drowsiness could result in the use. And so, yeah, drowsy driving is a thing. Because sometimes I'd be like, whoa, I might need to pull over. You ever be driving and your eyes get tired? Your eyes be like, whoa.
Listen.
You be like, whoa. That's the scariest thing.
I remember not too long ago, I left here. And I was so tired. I had been here like all day, or I don't like it was crazy, but it was daytime. I was so tired. I drove home. I literally had to pull over on Columbia Road. You know how close I am. You know how close I am Columbia Road to my house. I literally had to pull over right before Burger King. Had to pull over, get out the car, like stretch, like take some deep breaths, like like kind of run in place.
Yeah.
To like get my blood flowing so I wouldn't fall asleep before I got home. I'm literally 3 minutes from the house, and I felt myself drifting, and I had to pull over because I was too tired.
Yeah.
So I know that they
I did
exist.
that.
I didn't know what they call it, but they got new name for everything.
What and I did that going home one day, and I got to Holton's Pond, and I pulled in that parking lot, and I slept for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I only had another 10-minute drive, boy.
Yeah,
I slept for 2 hours in that parking lot. Woo.
Yeah, that definitely has to. You gotta be careful when you're out there driving.
But I wasn't driving. I was just nice. No, I'm kidding.
It was nice.
I'm like, woo.
Yeah. But
No,
that drowsy driving. They
Yes.
come up with names.
Drowsy
for
driving.
everything.
And I be seeing some drowsy drivers. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh boy, he's a little drowsy. So I also want to talk about this weirdo. He's going to jail for this, man. But police allege that this guy using his cell phone to film nude people in Target. We're boycotting Target anyway, so you guys are lucky. But a Massachusetts man is facing several charges after police say he filmed a teenage girl as she changed in the dressing room of a Target earlier this week. John Michael Williams of Swansea is slated to be arraigned today in Fall River District Court on charges of photographing sexual or intimate parts of a child, possession of pornography, and disorderly conduct. Officers were called to the Target at 579 Grand Army Republic Highway after they received a report that a 17-year-old girl was filmed while in a dressing room. The suspect, later identified as Williams, allegedly used a cell phone to take videos of the nude victim in the store fitting room. Williams was arrested Wednesday night at his home. Police shared his surveillance image on social media, and his cell phone was seized as evidence. This kind of invasive and disturbing behavior has no place in our community, and we will handle this with the full extent of the law.
Well,
how do you get in the dressing room with a phone like that? Like, what was people? I don't know.
but that
Got to be more careful.
that right there, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. If her ass wasn't in Target like she ain't supposed to be,
Yeah, see,
it would have
that's
never
right.
happened. Stay your ass out of Target.
Boycott Target. Not only are they racist, but they have weirdos in there.
Yeah.
So
Stay your ass out of Target. If you was following the rules, that'd never happen.
if you was down
Yeah.
with us,
There you go. Stay your asses out of Target. Y'all already know. Dog, I ain't been in Target in so long.
What?
You know what? The last time I went to Target, right? I went to an event with Angela Elizabeth and her daughter, and then we was on our way back, and I was like, I want to see how many people in Target.
you
We went in Target, and it was like,
Yeah.
there was nobody in there. And I'm like, yo, where's all the people at? It was just weird. It was just like, we walk in there, and when you walk in Target, you don't ever have anybody say, hey, can I help you find anything?
Right.
You don't ever have that. Walked in Target, and somebody was like, can I help you guys find anything? I'm like, no. Walk down the aisle, bang a corner. Hey, how's it going? You need help finding anything? It's like, no. And just walked around and just made a big loop all the way around.
I'm just here to
and
make
back
sure ain't
out the
nobody
door.
in this bar.
Came back out the door, dog. I tell you, there was nobody.
I would have stole
in
something. You didn't steal
Target.
nothing?
I ain't stealing nothing.
I
You
would've
kidding me?
stole something out of there.
Man, listen, we the only black people in the store. Literally. We was the only black people in the store.
Well,
them
if y'all-
cameras came
If y'all was
right
down
on
with
us.
DEI, you would have some more in there.
Yeah.
It ain't my fault you fired the rest of them.
Them cameras came right down on us because we was the only black people in there.
Right, and I would have took something on purpose.
Yeah,
This
so
for
nah.
my people. I'm taking this for my people.
Yeah.
Y'all
So I
overworked.
don't mess with Target, man. I haven't been in Target in forever. And so when you used to doing something And then when you finally stop doing it, it becomes normal that you don't do it.
Yeah.
I used to love going to Target. I used to love going to Walmart. I haven't been in Walmart in forever.
Walmart's down with them too?
Oh man, you kidding me?
Dang.
Kidding me? Dog, I haven't been in Walmart at all this year.
No wonder the dollar
At
store
all.
is so crowded. That Dollar Tree
Dog.
be off the hook in there. They fighting and carrying on, all
I
kind
haven't
of
been
stuff.
in Walmart, and I'm a Walmart, fanatic. I love Walmart, and I haven't been in
So
there,
how
and it
can you
was
be
hard.
a Walmart fanatic?
Dog, because I love to shop in Walmart. Walmart got everything. And I stopped going, and I started looking at other ways.
Are you
to
talking about like the
acquire
Subways
things.
in there?
There is a Subway in most Walmarts.
Yeah,
But I go in Walmart, and it's like when you go in there and you don't really necessarily have anything specific that you're looking for. You go in Walmart and you just find stuff.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Kirsten does that all the time. Like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm at Walmart, or I'm at BJ's, I'm here. What are you getting? Oh, no, I don't know yet.
Just exactly. You just look
I'm
around.
like, you're just looking for something to
Yeah.
buy? Like,
Yeah.
I've never went in a store and not known exactly what I'm going to get, what
Yeah.
line I'm going to go to pay for it, and all of that stuff. I'm getting out of here. Trust me. When I go to the store, even if I buy sneakers, they be like, oh, you want to try them on? I know my size, lady. I've been wearing a size 11 for 25 years. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Put them in that bag and let's go now. You playing.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't do
don't
this.
I go in
I
there
don't do this.
and I would go in there and I get lost in Walmart. I would get lost in Walmart and in BJ's. I haven't been to either one.
No.
Don't go in. I haven't been to Walmart in forever.
You know where you catch me at in Target or BJ's or Walmart and that? Wherever their furniture is. That little chair they got, that little outside lawn furniture.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm sitting right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like walking around, but I had to figure out other ways to, satisfy those desires to go in Walmart. So it's not I don't have the desire no more.
Go
It's
to
like
Amazing.
anything.
They're a great store.
What's that?
The store Amazing.
I don't know what that is.
It's a store. They sell like all kind of stuff for like all kind of like pleasurable nights.
I don't know what
Like
that
if you're having
Amazing.
like a romantic evening, you might want to go to the store Amazing.
Dog, I ain't had a romantic evening in a long time.
Well, then you really want to go to Amazing because they got some toys for you.
I haven't had a
you
romantic
right,
evening
boy.
in a long time, man. I could use one right
You can
about
buy a
now.
fake booty. You can
I don't
buy
need a fake booty.
You can
My
buy
butt's already
they
big
sell
enough.
the blow up dolls. You can do
Nah,
whatever
I
your
don't need-
fantasy is. You can.
So
call
whatever
it
my
Amazing.
fantasy is, they gonna give me my fantasy.
And it's right near the dispensary and the liquor store. It's right in the middle of a dispensary. It's one stop shop. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, all right.
Yo, I wanted to talk real quick.
Talk about it.
Robert De Niro. I want to give him his props. He showed support for his daughter, Erin, after she shared that she's trans. And she came out publicly. And Robert De Niro says he doesn't know what the big deal is. He doesn't know what's the big fuss about, why everybody's so concerned that his daughter is transgender. So he said in a new podcast that he is expressing his love, support for his daughter, Erin De Niro, after she recently shared publicly for the first time that she is transgender. He said, I loved and supported Erin for my son, and now I love and support Erin as my daughter. I don't know what the big deal is, he said in a statement. I love all my children. Erin De Niro is 29 years old, was born to actor Robert De Niro and actress Tukey Smith in 1995, and she discussed her early life as one of the Oscar winner's 7 children and her more recent transition in an interview. And she said, I'm grateful that both of my parents agreed to keep me out of the limelight. They have told me they wanted me to have as much as a normal childhood as possible. Well, there that go. And now the thing is, his name was Aaron, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's transgender, he changed it to Airyn. So why do you have to do that? Like, why do you have to change? And I'm not
You
being
ask-
wise
you
here.
asking me.
I'm not being fresh here. I'm just saying, like, do you want the name to look even more girlyish too? Like, it's the same pronunciation. Like, you could have just kept his name the same. Like, why go through all that trouble to change the name if it's pronounced the same? But is it to make the name even look more girlier?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Well, only thing I could say to that is, when you made your transition, did you change your name? Was you Derek when?
Good morning.
You know, I'm just saying. Was you Derek when you was a woman?
Good morning, Angela.
I'm just saying.
Bob's talking crazy.
So you just going to ignore the question, huh?
I'm just talking crazy.
Just going to ignore the question. I'm just saying. I just want to know. The people want to know. No? So, I just don't know, man.
Is it still raining?
You just going to ignore my question?
Oh, come on, man.
Shit, you know I can't stand you, man. You want to ask a question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, May 2nd, 7 minutes before the hour. It's going to be a warm one today. It's going to be a scorcher.
Yeah.
It's a scorcher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, 81 degrees for the high. So, woo.
Okay. All right.
And
look,
Angela and Marv got on black.
We about to take a break. We're going to be
Y'all
back,
better go
y'all.
change.
I'll be back. Angie's here. She'll be back. And Dita will be back, too. Keep it locked, y'all. Some Morning Cafe.
Pen Pals Transportation, where quality meets convenience. We specialize in 12-passenger van rentals for your next road trip, wedding, graduation, birthday parties, family reunion, you decide. We also offer pickup and drop off of our vehicle to your location. Pen Pals Transportation. Our 12-passenger vans have plenty of storage space for luggage, coolers, or whatever you need to store for your adventure. Book with Pen Pals Transportation at 617-792-8303. That's 617-792-8303.
Car accident? Injured? Don't settle for pain, settle for results. At Codman Square Chiropractic, we specialize in helping accident victims in Dorchester get back on track fast. Neck pain, back pain, whiplash, we've seen it all, and we know how to fix it. Our expert chiropractic care is designed to get you feeling better quickly and effectively. No hassle, no stress, just care you can trust. Plus, we'll help you navigate your insurance so you can focus on healing. Call the team that's got your back, literally. Dial 617-326-6125 now or visit 582 Washington Street, Codman Square. That's 617-326-6125. Don't wait. Your health can't afford it.
Yo, take the window lock off, man.
It's crazy.
Move the seat up a little bit, too.
I feel you, man.
Where we going, man?
On a ride. That's all I need to know.
Talk to me.
It's a shame you don't treat me right. When I stick by your side. Girl, I work this 9 to 5.
Working.
To buy you the things that you like. 'Cause you know it's real.
Baby.
And you know I does this. So baby, what's the deal? Why you showing off in public? So tell me why you playing games.
Wow.
I'm a man. What you say? Speak up, 'cause girl, I can't hear you. Tired of getting 50% when I'm near you. Yeah. Like why I'm not giving my all. When you act like you don't care at all. I guess I'm a sucker for love, but I believe in you, baby, so I never give up. Every time I buy you things, you play the game. You run, and you run. 'Cause you see my heart's in pain when you run away. You run, and you run. I'm so sick of this. Give me kiss, then you split. Tell me you care, but give me time limited, girl. Where do you run, and you run. So tell me what I'm supposed to do when I can have any other, but girl, I want you. True. And tell me what I'm supposed to say when I tell you I love you when you run away. So stop and turn around and receive my loving. I'll pick you off the ground. Cloud 9 'cause you deserve it. So many things I wanna do, but first I need to be with you. So I can make your dreams come true. But every time I try, you deny me not cool. Like why I'm not giving my all when you act like you don't care at all.
I guess
I'm time I buy you things, you play the game. You run, and you run. Can't you see my heart's in pain when you run away? You run, and you run. I'm so sick of this. Give me kiss, then you split. Tell me you care, but give me time limited, girl. Where do you run?
You run. Yeah, hot, shorty, she the baddest. What you think, Mike, man?
She sicker than your average classic.
Shorty mean, Joe Green the one. Every time I show her the good life, she run.
Paula Bean town pretty, black truck through the city, red dye high boot, looking sexy and witty.
Yo,
Ooh,
I'm on stage having fun with the boys and no thoughts and learn my lesson, man, from poison. When I first saw her,
I was hooked right there.
she might not let me down.
How I gotta chase her ain't fair.
Sing to her all night like
Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
Felisa with the ass shots, that was just a pose.
Got the power, baby girl, had to run it like ghosts. Take
I
notes.
chased you, look how long it took me. Built the empire, Lucius
Every
Cookie.
time I buy you things, you play the game. You run, and you run. Can't you see my heart's in pain when you run away? You run, and you run. I'm so sick of this. Give me kiss and you split. Tell me you care, but give me time limited, girl. Where do you run, and you run.
We are the Urban Heat. Expect the unexpected. Unorthodox radio from Boston and beyond. Heat981fm.com and iHeart Station.
Over and over, He's on blessing me. Over and over, He's on blessing me. Every morning when I rise, I say a little prayer just for keeping me alive. When the evening comes and the day is done, Thanksgiving is my living praise every single day. Over and over, You keep on blessing me. Over and over, He's on blessing me.
Going along my way with the blessing of each new day. I got a purpose and place in it. I can't keep going a mile a minute. So when the evening comes and the day is done, I know the plans you have for me. Point it to you when we sing over and over. You keep on blessing me. Come on, listen. Over and over.
And over,
Keeps on blessing me.
He's on blessing me. Oh yeah.
We say, lift your voice and say,
Oh yeah.
one more time, say, to your will and to your way,
Blessings keep on blessing, that's the blessings of Abraham. You see me, you see him, that's the image he made us in. We all fall short, only God is rated 10 out of 10. That's why we need his grace to make it in, even when I didn't deserve it. You gave me your best. You ain't have to rise on the third, could've stayed in your rest. Pilates could never give my faith this type of stress. Pressed down, shaking together, letting God get the bless. Yes.
yes, sir.
Pressed down and
It is running over. Yes, sir.
Mike's is hot. Is my mic hot?
My mic sounds nice.
Check one.
Yeah.
All right.
My mic sounds nice.
Check two.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
What up?
Oh my goodness. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Angela E. on the 1 and 2.
Oh my goodness, guys. This is
Back
day
in the
2.
chair.
Trial by fire.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's the only way I like doing it. Trial by fire.
Oh my goodness,
Just
guys.
throw you right in the hot
Yes,
grease.
sir.
See if you cook.
The hot grease.
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
throw you in the hot grease. See if you cook.
Good morning, everybody on the live.
Easy there, Aaron.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, what we
let's
got
see.
going on this
Yeah,
morning?
we got a lot of things going. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about my day yesterday.
Your day yesterday.
I had an amazing day yesterday with my brother from another mother.
Really?
My man, the voice, Mark Harris.
All right.
He came here yesterday. He met me at the station.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have any sandwich. The other day he came here, he surprised me and Marv. Me and
Yeah.
Marv.
Yeah,
he had
did.
some croissant joints
Yeah.
with the orange juice and
yeah,
all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come where was that?
You know, this is also the fellas. But
Oh.
so he came in.
No, you wasn't here then. No, wait, was you here?
No, because he would have brought on because he was
Yeah.
listening on the air, and so that was the day we came.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
just
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Okay. So that was the other day, and so then yesterday he came. Now his son, my man Marky, little nephew, made a movie.
Oh, okay.
He made a movie at his college, and he's in a filming class.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so yesterday they had a showing of all their movies. So we went to go check it out in Cambridge at the Brattle Hall at the cinema there over in Harvard Square. Checked out his movie, and then after that we went up to the park, and then we was chilling with some of the fellas from around the way, whatever.
Got
Then
it.
we ended up going to the casino. We went to the casino. I don't know how we ended up at the casino. We ended up at the casino. Just had a great time, you know what I mean, hanging out. So I get home, and Kurt's like, "Where you been?" And I'm like, "Oh, I went,
everywhere.
yeah, everywhere, man."
I've been
I said, "Yo, I went to the
everywhere,
movies, I went to the casino, and I went up to the park." She was like, "You went on a date?"
Oh,
I said, "What? What are you talking about?" She was like, "You went to the movies? You went
Yeah.
to the casino, whatever." She was like, "When was the last time you brought me to the movies or whatever?" And I'm like, "Babe, it's not a movie like that."
wait,
Like,
did
we
y'all
wasn't-
go out? Did y'all go to eat?
Yeah.
We ate somewhere
They
along
did.
the way.
They
Yeah,
did.
Did y'all go out to eat?
Yeah, they
So,
did.
and
Yeah.
this is my
See how you
point.
trying to
It was
avoid
a
it, right? He
Yeah,
was
we
on a
did.
date.
Yeah, we grabbed something to eat on the way.
It was
He
a
was on a
date.
date.
But I'm just saying, how come every time two guys and their friends and they go hang out something, it's always that you get suspicious. Like women always like,
I don't
and
know.
side eyeing me because I went out with my boy. But women do that all the time.
can you answer
and we
the
never
question?
accuse y'all of
Can-
being gay.
Okay, can you answer the question?
What?
When's the last time you took her out to the movies,
What's to that?
to the park,
Uh,
to the?
He take her to the park all the time because she used to always pick
park?
him up at the park,
what part?
Franklin Park.
No. No, like we go to the
That's
park.
what
We
we
go to
talking
walk. Well, her new thing is walking with Michelle. I don't accuse them of anything. Her and Michelle walked to
They
all these
didn't go
parks.
to the movies. They didn't go to the park.
Oh, they will be.
The
They'll be going to
casino.
the movies and to
Yeah.
the art festival and the museum.
But
And,
guys, every time we hang out, whatever, women always be like, what's going on with y'all? Like, y'all always got these little funny little jokes about men hanging out with their boy too much. But women, like, she goes
don't
to
got
like
nothing.
yard sales. Her and her friend Lucy, they go to yard sales and they go get something to eat. They go catch a movie
I do
or
not
whatever.
have a man. I don't have nothing. I don't say nothing about
I
nothing.
don't never be like y'all gay. Every time, yeah, that's my brother. I'm chilling with my dog, son.
But y'all went on a
She's like,
bro
oh,
date.
she gonna make.
Okay,
I
it
don't like
was
when nobody make that
A
noise.
bro date. A bro date.
No, it wasn't a date. Don't put the word date in it. We hanging out.
it was a date.
It wasn't a date.
A bro date.
Okay.
What's wrong
Just
with
because we had movies, just because we had popcorn, and just because we was, chilling
Yeah.
and at the
And you have
casino.
popcorn?
He actually held hands walking across the street.
They give you popcorn. That's
Okay.
one thing I get about
Okay,
this
one
little
thing.
theater. They give you popcorn.
Did y'all share popcorn or you have your
No,
own?
we did not share. Well, I don't
Okay.
know whose popcorn it was, but we all had popcorn. Me, his son, him. Yeah, I mean, his son's
Were you all
friends.
passing the popcorn bucket around?
But we was passing it manly, like, here, dog. You know what I
Wait a
mean?
minute. Wait
We
a
wasn't
minute.
like-
Wait. Did you all?
We wasn't feeding each other popcorn.
Did you all
did.
pass
Speaking
popcorn
of the
to each
devil.
other?
No, we didn't pass popcorn. We didn't do nothing like suspicious. Oh, she must have heard the story about Mark Harris. We got more Dunkin' Donuts in here, y'all. Yeah. Oh, All right, enough about Mark Harris. We got more Dunkin' Donuts. But I had a great time with my brother, man. And I just want to say, shout out to Lil Maki. His movie was great. It's called The Last God. And it was nice. It's a nice short 10-minute film. It's dope.
People on the live want to know, did you play footsies?
Hey, yo, see what I'm saying? Like, keep it tasteful. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? You know me and Mark are stand-up guys here.
Yeah, I don't see them playing footsies, but they did hold hands crossing the street.
No.
You know, it was like, come on, man, let me help you across the street.
Absolutely not. That's my brother, and that's my dog. And yeah, we had a good time.
So I have a question.
Oh, boy.
Kim Bellinger wants to know, when y'all were eating the popcorn, did your hands meet in the middle?
All buttery. Like, yo, man.
Thank you, Kim.
I get butter on the back of my hand, man. Y'all stop it with the joke. This is what men talk about. Like, we can't never just go out and hang out as fellas. Y'all always got to be like,
I think you all can. I don't see. I'm just joking, guys. I think.
Women, I mean, and I can imagine me and Mark walking through Harvard Square, where people must assume you walking through Cambridge. You know what I mean? It was a guy. I'm like, yo, I didn't realize we was in Harvard Square, bro. You know what I mean? So.
That is so funny. That's so funny. It's him and Mark, you know, skipping along, holding hands.
Yeah, we in Harvard Square, like, yo.
I didn't say all that now. I definitely didn't say all that.
Anyway, I am secure in my manhood, and I just had a great time with my brother.
I don't think anything was wrong with it. That's how y'all build camaraderie and brotherhood.
Date. Like, don't make them, like, you know what I mean? I don't like that, man.
But y'all was on a date, though.
It wasn't a date.
It was a date. I mean, listen, no matter which way you spend it, it was a date.
No, it wasn't.
And that's okay, though. It's
chilling.
okay. Two guys
chilling.
can go on a date together.
Dita, I don't think it was a date.
Thank you. It was just called chilling.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you the definition of a date.
When you're on a date, you tell somebody, yo, I'm on a date. When somebody called me, they're like, where you at? I'm like, yo, I'm chilling. I wouldn't have been like, yo, I'm on a date. Right? If I was out with a female, I'd be like, yo, I'm out. You know what I mean?
I don't even think men call it dates when they go out with females. They just be like, yo, I was out. Like,
okay.
Yeah, taking the shorty
All
out.
right. A date.
Oh, boy.
Right?
I don't care what you
So
say.
definitely the day of the month or year as specified by a number. Also, a social or romantic appointment or engagement. So you had a social appointment or engagement.
Good.
That's a date.
It's not a date.
So
fellas hanging out, chilling, on the block. That's all. At the movies.
Look, a date is generally considered. A date is generally considered.
The movie
a planned
kills it.
Social
That's
outing.
what messed it up.
I think it was the movie.
Social outing between two people, often with a romantic or potential romantic interest that involves spending time together.
That's not what this was,
and engaging in activities. Look, I'm reading the definition of what a date is.
Well, then that's not what I was on.
A planned social outing between two people. That's
was
what
a
you guys
social
did.
outing. Y'all
it was
checked out
definitely
the
a social
movie.
outing.
Well, it wasn't that planned either.
It was planned because y'all went to go see Marky's movie,
Yeah,
and it was
then
only on that
after
day.
That, we was like,
it
what
was
we gonna
planned.
do? We went to the park, chilled. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog Keith, all of them up there at the park. You know what I mean? The park was crazy.
Yeah,
And,
Carson's right. Sound like you went on a date.
Please don't encourage her.
Carson, Dita went on a date with Mark.
Michael Carrier said, "Here it comes."
I mean, it happens
knew I
like
shouldn't
that,
have
man.
told nobody.
It happens like that, you know.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. I would hate for somebody to drive through Harvard Square, seeing me and Mark walking through Harvard Square. You know what I mean? Like Bob.
Bosom buddies.
Bob would have posted it.
Oh, dog, if I seen you and Mark walking through Harvard Square, I'd have been like, yo.
Sean Perry said, just call it. Y'all was outside. That's all.
Yeah, we outside chilling, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Brother said 2 hours later.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if I had seen it, oh boy, that would have been it. It would have been on and popping. It'd have been all over social media. Telling you, look at Mark and Dita on a date walking through Harvard Square.
Speaking of social media, you guys hear about Bill Belichick's interview the other day he did?
Oh, yeah.
Is this going to be football? I'm in the chair training. Are you getting ready to do a segment on football?
Not really. This is just going to be a story on Bill Belichick.
Do you want football music?
Yeah, you can give me a little.
Okay.
Let me see if you. Yeah,
okay,
this,
please.
For practice, yeah.
Please
for practice.
practicing.
For practical purpose.
Hit the stop button.
Stop.
Okay.
And
turn up track 11.
Go to,
all right, now hit the football button. Yeah, bring it down some. There you go.
All right.
That was good.
Bill Belichick is in news today. Got me right into y'all, son. Bill Belichick is in the news today again after his a podcast interview has went viral. Well, he was doing an interview, I believe, about the head coaching job that he has now at North Carolina. And it was bizarre because Bill Belichick, who's in his early 70s, was accompanied by his girlfriend, who's in her early 20s. And so she had a lot to say in the interview when they were asking Bill certain questions about her. And she was blurting out. She was sitting in an angle where you could see her in the interview, which was kind of weird. And a couple of times when they asked Bill Belichick questions such as, how did you and her meet? You could hear her yelling, we're not answering that. She kept saying, we're not answering that. And the reporter looked at her and was like, no. And she was like, no, we're not answering that or whatever. And he's sitting there just looking like really confused, like, I don't know.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. And it wasn't a good look for Bill Belichick. And a lot of sports people like Charles Barkley and them are coming to social media like, you sleep what you want to do. Your personal life is your personal life. But I'm starting to get a little worried about Bill and the relationship with this young lady because she do look like him because she wouldn't shut up in the interview. And, it's just so un-Bill Belichick. How you say it, Marv? Whatever. Yeah, so
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is
that's it.
So yeah, watch that video if you see it, man, because if you get a chance to, it's a real weird interview, and it's going on as the awkward interview. That's what it's titled.
Awkward interview.
Very awkward.
Do you think that she had a right to say something?
No.
No?
Stay in a lady's place. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm just saying, she's not there. You're not there to be in the interview. You're not. If you're not the one that he's interviewing, then why would you, why would you blurt out? If it was just like if they was interviewing her, I don't think Bill Belichick would have been yelling from across the room, don't ask her that, whatever. Like, you plan before you go in these interviews and you talk to the people like what's going to be said and what's asked. Mm-hmm. And I know that Bill Belichick knows from now on whenever he goes in front of a camera, somebody's going to ask him about his little young tenderoni. You know what I mean? And so
young tenderoni. How old is she?
Like 24.
Oh.
He's 72. But she had a shop. Yeah, I mean, they about to send him in jail.
Look, they say, how'd you guys meet? And Bill don't know how to lie. Bill gonna be like, oh, she used to play with my granddaughter when she was little.
Exactly.
I mean,
I used to date her grandmother.
Didn't say it, but I was thinking it.
Yeah.
No. So.
She's older than would be his oldest grandchild, I guess.
Yeah, he could have been. I used to date her grandmother, and then we broke up, and I started dating her.
Well, I used to pick up from daycare when she was little.
But I think the truth of the matter and why she didn't want to say it, because the truth of the matter, I think she was a cheerleader at the time for the New England Patriots. And I think that's against protocol for players and coaches to mix with the thing. So Bill Belichick, like Marv said, probably wouldn't know how to lie. She would have said, after the season was over or after I was a cheerleader, they met. Bill would have been like, oh, it was in 2019. They did the math like, she was 18. Or whatever, something that would have made the story worse, that she didn't let him answer it. You know what I mean? And she probably saved him.
Yeah. So
what could they possibly talk about? 24 and 72. Like what? I come home from work.
What do you think about those Patriots?
Yeah.
How about those Red
They must
Sox?
talk a lot about football.
I went to yoga today.
I don't know what they would talk about. It's like, do they even eat the same food? Like, I don't know. Like, old
definitely
people
don't take the same
what
medication.
old people eat?
Geritol.
What do you eat?
I don't eat no old stuff.
Geritol.
No. Look, I'll tell you like this. If two people want to be together, if they want to make it work, they're going to make it work, regardless of what they talking about, what they eating, or what they doing. If they want to be together, they're gonna be together. She's legal, he legal. It is what it is. You know, that's just it. That's the bottom line. People could be mad, but I mean,
Coretta said they talk about his medication.
That is so funny. That's probably exactly. But the thing is,
Did you take your heart pills? Did
you
you
think
take
Bill's blowing it out though, Muff?
Water pills.
At 72, you think he's handling that?
I think Bill is doing what needs to be done in order to, you know, keep it going. Do I think she may have another boyfriend on the side? Maybe. Very possible.
I don't think Bill can all fold her up and get all, you know what I mean? He
Did you
can't
say
twist
fold
her
her
Yeah,
up?
he can't
No.
twist her up and
I
do
don't
that,
even
all
know what
that,
that
you know what I mean? Bill gets in the bed first, just lays there and be like, all right, come on. You know what I mean? And just lays there
I'm
like,
sure there's no folding going on.
nah.
They fold
I'm
clothes.
sure. But, you know, look, you got to figure. She's
Bill
in her
try to
20s.
get a little aggressive, pull a little hair,
She's in her 20s, right?
smack a little booty.
And
What?
she's in her
Get a little
20s,
aggressive.
and this is an opportunity
He's
for her to come up.
72.
It's an opportunity for her to come up.
They might just rub the booty.
So you got to ask yourself, I mean, real talk, Dita Weeda, if you were in your 20s and, you know, 70-year-old, you know,
No.
Janet Jackson
No.
was trying to holler.
No.
Yeah, you can say no all you want, but the truth of the matter is, if Janet Jackson was looking good like she look now in her 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and she was like, "Come on, let's take this ride." 9 times out of 10, dog, you would have took the ride with her.
Never.
You
Not
know?
in my 20s, because when I was in my 20s, anybody over a certain age was old to me, and I'd be like, "Man, you crazy." But like
Yeah,
now,
but they
my
also
age
didn't
is
have
now,
money. They
you
didn't
see
have money attached to it.
Felice Rashad right now.
Yeah.
How she look? What? Bad. She's like 75, something like that. Felice
So-
can get it.
Right, but see, again,
Felicia can get it right
again,
now, son.
if
But
you
I'm just
dated-
saying,
if you dated
if
somebody
I was
with money, it's
20,
gonna change
I would've
your
been
life.
Like, that old lady, come on, I ain't looking at her, but
change your life.
But right now, Miss Rashad, don't even play.
Life changing, brother. Life changing. You know, folks, they thinking like that. You know, a young person, you figure,
I mean,
old
if it-
person come in your life and it's going to change your life. That's all people want. People want somebody to come in and change their lives.
Young guy talk to me, I'll be like, okay, what are you talking about?
Moonlight
You know?
said she's folding him.
Oh.
Yeah.
She might be.
Poor Bill. You don't fold that old man up
Might
like
be.
that.
Might be. I mean, look, you got to think, you know, think outside the box. You know?
Can't fold up nobody out the right.
I remember when I was 18, this 21-year-old lady was at me, and I was scared.
You was how old?
I was 18.
What a wuss you are.
I was scared because she was too old. My mother was like, that girl going to give you
Man,
worms.
18, I was pimping.
Worms?
Mother said, that girl going to give you worms.
Anybody older than you,
yeah.
you know what
She's
you
gonna
get.
give you worms. I'm like, oh man, I don't want
That's a
worms.
black saying.
Could you imagine? Like I'm sitting here thinking, man, I'm gonna have worms. I don't want that. I don't want worms.
You're like,
I was
where,
scared.
where do they go? Where
Yeah.
are the worms coming from?
I was scared, so I didn't mess with her. You know, based on what my mother said. So
What is D-Rock talking about? Something happened at the mix. Something's always happening at the mix.
I don't know. Call in D-Rock and tell
D-Rock,
us.
call in, man, unless
Yeah.
you was there and they looking for you.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
If you
conspiracy.
call in, use a different name.
Yeah, and, you know, because listen, I ain't trying to go to jail.
Not
you know?
we
I
just told him to
hope-
call in.
I hope it wasn't nothing too bad. You
The
know?
mix or
Sorry,
wait a
Tony
minute.
Bone, but I don't get folded. I do the folding, you understand? I do the laundry over here, son.
How do I play something else? Like
Oh, stop playing that and play.
Yeah, give
press
me some
another
NBA
button.
music. Give me some NBA music.
So press the one that's playing. There you go.
Turn that up
There
a
you
little
go.
bit. Oh, this girl is good. All right, y'all, we got some NBA news. Woo-hoo. Some people went fishing last night, y'all. Get your fishing rod out. If you live in the city of Detroit, guess what? You're fishing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, New York Knicks sent Detroit home packing yesterday, 116 to 113. It was tied up at 113 with 9 seconds left. And boy, what's my little man's name? Oh man, I'm so mad. I got a block right now.
I don't know.
God. Nobody saw the game last night. What's my man's name? The little short
at a
kid
concert.
with the braids. Oh man. Anyway, he's the best point guard on the Knicks right now. But you know who I'm talking about. Is anybody going to help me out on the live? No, they're not. But anyway, he hit a buzzer beat at 116 to 113 for New York to win that series 4-2.
Nice.
And now New York.
Brunson,
hello, thank you, Jalen
Tito
Brunson.
and
Tito, you already know my bag, dog. I should have knew that. You know what I mean? I got to stop smoking or something. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, thank you for that, bro. But, yeah, so New York know what they got to do. Y'all already know Boston and New York, we stay rivaling. We stay going at it. So, New York, pack y'all stuff. Come on to Boston. Let's get this on and popping. Game 1, Monday night, right here, Boston Garden. Come on, New York. Bring Spike Lee. Bring whoever you want to bring. We with the smoke, son. We with the smoke. So,
right,
yeah, that's going to be a
it.
great series. The Clippers, woo, they hanging on for dear life. They defeated the Denver Nuggets last night, 111-105, and tied the series 3-3 after being down 3-1. Check out the Clippers. My man Kawhi Leonard and them is going off, son.
Nice,
so,
nice,
Game 7, woo, tomorrow night, 7:30.
The Clippers ain't that what's his name with the that shoots the ball from everywhere and makes it in?
No, that's
Stephon Curry?
Golden State Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Golden State. That's Stephon Curry. And they are playing tonight at home against Houston at 9 p.m. I don't even really know where that series. I think Golden State is winning that series 3-2. So they can end it tonight and send Houston fishing.
Where's smooth when you need him.
Yeah, you can send Houston fishing tonight if they want to. In Major League Baseball, the Red Sox lost to Toronto 4-2, and Lisa Volson in Minnesota are in Boston tonight at Fenway, 7 o'clock.
You see what she just did, right? My trainee.
Man, your protege, son. And that is my sports news.
Nice. I'm over here clicking buttons, y'all. Like I wrote the buttons on here.
Yeah, man. So this is going to be a good series, man, with the Celtics and the Knicks. I love when we're playing New York. I don't care if it's football, baseball, basketball. Because one thing about New York, they the only people I know talk as much trash as Boston.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, don't nobody talk
might
as
be
much
right about
trash.
that.
Yeah,
Might be
man.
right about
We with
that.
whatever they with. You know what I mean? And we only right down the street. We can get it popping, son. But, yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
All right, so coming out of this,
Yeah.
where D-Rock at?
Right, Mom.
He said, I want to know what happened at the mix.
Me too.
D-Rod, call in. Let me give you the number, 617-238-7111.
Oh, you know it.
All right. Call in.
So you can
Use a different name.
press the button to stop the music. Yo, what up, Woo? My man Woo's on the live. Chrissy Love on the live.
Who, my man Woo?
Yeah.
What up, Woo, dog?
Soraya's on the live.
I want y'all to know my trainer is
Donyell
over
Battle.
there. He's eating. I need to know how to put the music back on.
Yeah, press play.
Yeah.
Hit that play button. We're on track 10. Take 10.
Take one.
Yeah, take one first. Press the play button. There you go. All right, you got some music in the background.
Yeah.
What we talking about now, man?
All right. So, I don't know where y'all was this morning when it was raining like that.
When it was raining? What?
Oh, my God. This rain this morning?
So, you know what woke me up? So, first of all, I didn't
Rain.
get home till like 11. I left Berkeley College at 11:30 because they had 40 years of gospel music, and they were honoring the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. They inducted some folks in there that I know very well. Major, he wrote the song, "This Is Why I Love You." So he was there last night. My friend
You ever
Jerome
heard that song,
Cowles.
Bob?
Yeah, so he was there. He gonna come on the show. The next time he's in Boston, he's coming through. He promised, or I'm gonna have to tell his wife. So I didn't get home till like midnight, and then by the time I went to bed, thunderstorms. I said, what's going on? It was like I thought something had exploded.
Yeah.
But my bedroom's on the 3rd floor, and I was like, what is that?
Yes.
That was all
I got
night.
out of bed. I'm telling you right now, when I get out of bed, that means I got to check what this is, because you ever hear rain so loud, you be like, is that rain?
Is somebody spraying my house?
You got to get up, open the window, and look out and be like, yeah, that's rain.
I ain't opening the window.
And this rain was like just a wall of rain. It was just like, it was crazy.
It did help those suffering with allergies. it did help those because it washed away a lot of that pollen, a lot of green stuff that's sitting on the cars.
I think that's why I've been coughing like this.
It's gonna be terrible.
It ain't the pollen that's making you cough, bro.
No, I did a study, man. You know what I mean? I've been reading.
You did a study?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a thing going around right now. People say y'all won't even be knowing, but
He gonna say we don't know y'all. Go ahead.
yeah, but I'm just saying there's a thing going on right now with the whooping cough. Is it whooping or like an ass whooping? It's a whooping cough.
Whooping
cough.
But it's spelled like ass whooping, like whooping cough. Well, anyway, the whooping cough, cases of whooping coughs are climbing across the country this year with about 6,600 people already documented, nearly 4 times the number at the same point last year. See? So in 2024, there were more than 35,000 cases of whooping coughs in the United States, the highest in more than a decade. 10 people died, including 6 babies less than 1 year old from this cough. So
1 year old?
Yeah, 6 babies that were less than 1 year old.
There's no plural, just 1 year old.
Yeah, people are dying from that, especially if you.
Yeah,
have,
wow, look at the bigger picture. You
like,
gotta be punctual.
Yeah, people are dying. Yeah, that's right. It's all right. The measles are back.
The measles?
The measles are back.
The measles and came back. I ain't heard of measles in 30 years.
You know why the measles are back?
Why?
There are families that do not immunize.
Vaccinate and all that.
They don't. But they're not from. A lot of them are not from here.
Oh man, they better not bring them chicken pox back over here either, dog.
Did you get chicken pox when you were young?
Nope, never did. You ever got chicken pox, Mom?
When I was little.
Everybody got them when they was little.
I got one. I got one
pox.
My brother had it bad.
Yeah.
And then my father made us
The
stay
people
home.
used to get one pox.
Had one. And they was like, well, I don't know if she really got it. I said, I don't want it the way my brother had it. He had it everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. I didn't have none of that stuff.
So I want y'all to know that Dieter tried to diagnose himself with whooping cough.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The answer was like, no.
I was like, does anybody else in your house have it? Nah. Anybody at work? Nah. I said, you don't have whooping cough, sir. It's highly contagious. And everybody in the station would kill you.
Right.
If you gave it to us.
Right. Oh, Christy Love Dawson said Texas was really bad with the measles. They are not vaccinating their kids.
And I mean, to each his own. But at the same time, if you're not going to vaccinate your child, don't send your kid
Don't
to
send
no
them nowhere.
daycare. Keep them at home.
Keep them right in Texas. Don't send them here.
This is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, we did our Bill Belichick story. And, commercial.
No, it's just running. You know? I don't know.
All right, so, yeah. What do you have to talk about, Andrew?
So I wanted to talk about this book, right?
Me.
So the book is called These Dreams Ain't Free. And I'll show you all what that looks like right here.
Me.
This is the individual. I'll pull it back a little bit. The wrong way. There we go. Okay, so the author, his name is Jay Rhodes. Jay Rhodes is an award-winning music producer, film director, author, artist, and content creator. And he is a professor at Berklee College of Music. Now, I didn't know all this stuff. He worked with Dr. Dre, Killer Mike, Lecrae, Talib Kweli, Jadakiss, Styles P, Royce, Da 5 9. I don't know who that is. The Game, Slim Thug, Rick Ross, Black Thought, A.B. Soul, Exhibit, and there's so many more. So I bought this book yesterday because my my little pull tag for my ID at Berklee broke, and trying to get dressed in the bathroom. So I was like, I need to go get another pull tag so I can not lose my ID and my keys. So I walk in there and say, oh, this is a nice little book here about These Dreams Ain't Free. So what he's talking about is how to be successful in whatever lane that you're in the music industry, whether you're in radio, whether you're a producer, whether you're a rapper like Dita Weeda here, whether you're a radio personality who's trying to leverage your influence and become an influencer so you can monetize when you go to like car openings or clinic openings or going to what is the thing you did on 420?
I went to the dispensary.
And they're just you're just there to kind of promote their brand and whatever it is they're doing. So this is talking about the dreams that you have on how you level up, and even the dreams aren't free. You should be trying to figure out how to make money off of everything. So I was walking out of I was reading it while I was in line, because there was a line of people picking up their caps and gowns. I was reading the book and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Now y'all see what this thing looked like, what he looked like. So I step out of the store and I have it in my hand. I'm headed back to my office. This man says, oh, hey, that's a great book. I said, oh, really? I said, well, I don't know yet because I haven't read it. I said, but when I read it, I'll let you know.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you're feisty.
Yeah.
And I said, and I looked at the picture again and I looked at him. I said, is this you? He was like, it is me.
Really?
But he looks like this now.
Oh.
So, of course, I didn't know it was him.
Whoa.
And he was like, I'm going to need your name, your information.
Did you have him sign it?
No, he's going to come on the station and talk about his
He
book.
is?
Yes, he is. He was like, he says, I like you.
Did you give him the old googly eyes? Were y'all like,
no, I've been known to not be impressed with men.
Why?
So, I don't know what that is.
wrong with
My daddy taught me that. He was all, you don't judge a book by the cover. You wait for them to open it up. So you can tell me anything.
Right.
You can try to sell me anything. You're sending me your representative when you first.
But you're not attracted at a guy like at the first sign of attractiveness. Like you don't be like, whoa, he's an attractive man.
He's a very attractive guy. He's
can get
very
taken
tall.
down. Yeah.
I mean, he's very.
Because men, we're different. Within the first 3 seconds, we know if we had hit that. You know what I mean? We'd be like, whoa, she can catch it. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe 3 to 5 seconds. No, not saying we would. Not saying we're going to even try. But I'm just saying, within 5 seconds, we know if this is even. You know what I'm saying? Within 5 seconds.
I am so far from that.
No, I'm just saying. 5
yeah,
seconds.
I mean, maybe some of my friends would,
rule.
but for me, it was just like, oh, okay, hey, that's great. This is a great, so far it's a page turner. It's got some stuff in here for you to actually level up and write notes and recap some of the things that you read about. But I mean, he was a handsome guy.
Yeah.
I mean, nice, clean cut. His hair was great. I mean, he had clean nails.
So what are you waiting for?
What do you mean? I'm bringing him on the show for an interview.
Right there, he's already winning on a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? He's like, he's tall, he's handsome, he's cool, he's an author. He has a book out.
And he loves music. And then he was like, you work here? I said, yeah, my name is Professor Perry. And he was like, what department are you in? I said, ensemble and voice department. He said, I've never seen you here before. I said, I've never seen you here before.
What does he do there?
So he works in the MP&E, Music Production and Engineering Department.
Oh.
So he produces and all that, but he also wrote this book. So I'm looking at him, and he was like, "What?" He says, "I like you." He says, "This is you all the time." I said, "This is me all the time, man." I said, "I'm gonna let you know how your book is, though." So he emailed me as soon as I got to my desk. He had sent me an email. This whole thing went black.
Angela got the hots for this guy.
Move the mouse. Don't click anything. Just move the mouse.
Okay.
All right. Angela got the hots.
Let me see the book.
You want to look? You want to take a look
I
at it?
want to see the guy.
This is him on the cover.
He don't look like that now. Open the first page.
Open the first page.
He walked up on Angela yesterday looking like that.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah. He was trying to tell Angela
you know who
that was a real good book. And Angela was like, mind your business. How you know me? Don't be coming up in my face like this. And the dude was like, yo, I wrote the book.
You know who he remind me of as soon as I look at him? He kind of looked like Bill Cosby. Remember Bill Cosby from back in the day?
Cosby?
Yeah, Bill Cosby, Do the Right Thing. Yeah, this is who he reminds me of.
He was Sidney Poitier?
Yeah. That's who he reminds me of.
So Justin L. Rhodes, he's coming on the show. We just got to get him a date.
Is that him on the back too?
That's him on the back too.
So he didn't look like this.
Nope, he looked like the inside cover with glasses on.
This him on the back too. He looked different, and he got a couple different faces.
So I was like, who?
Yeah.
I mean, I promise you, I was like, why is this man running up on me?
I think Angela's feeling him. What'd you think, Mom?
Did he look like this?
Yes.
Mom, why you checking that man out like that?
Listen, look at the front cover, right? That's one dude. That's one face.
All shaven.
Look at that face, right? Look at that face.
Right
and
there,
then
that's
look
where I
at
stopped looking at men's faces.
and then
Bob.
and then look at that face.
See that? I can't see that.
That's 4 different faces.
I don't look at 4 men.
4 different faces.
I don't look at a man's face 4 times.
You look at their butts though.
That's not
He's not a bad looking dude.
Oh, yo, Mom, get that book back, dog.
He's not a bad looking dude.
This is getting real crazy. Get that book back, bro.
No, I like. Listen,
Get it together. Get it together. Can we get
See,
some
so
birthday music?
here's the thing, right?
Let me get some birthday music.
Here's the thing, right? This look. This is a nice looking brother. So the bottom line.
Yo,
is,
how you go from all right looking to nice looking?
The bottom line
Take
is
the book, Angela.
The bottom line is
Please.
you should entertain what he's saying.
Entertain what? Who's saying?
Him. He sent you an email. Clearly, there's an interest.
Then he sent
Right?
me an email.
Yeah,
He was
from
like,
you.
Clearly, there's an interest, right?
Jesus Christ.
He said, it was
So-
wonderful to meet you, Professor Perry. I cannot wait to be on your show. That's what he said.
Clearly, there's an interest. So I mean, look, Angie's my friend. So I mean, I support that. I'm gonna check the brother out.
See,
I'm gonna.
jealous.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, girlfriend.
Y'all look
Yeah,
crazy.
but I'm just saying, Bill Cosby did not play and do the right thing, and I don't know why you said.
Well, which
do the right
way is up?
Which way?
Which way is up? Not do the right thing. Which way is up?
I didn't want to correct you on the air. I'm not like you.
You said do the right thing.
I did not.
I just
say
co-signed
that.
it.
No, Mom.
But yeah, which way is up? That's what he played in.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for the birthdays. Yeah.
Okay, so you got to stop the music again.
Yeah. Boom.
All right.
Pause that.
And then go to the first presets, that first button on the bottom left, preset 1, and in the middle up top, you see it says Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Click that. There you go. Dita, be quiet.
Crazy. She's working the board. She can't do that.
Don't you know it's the moonlight?
Yeah, she
Boom.
over there multitasking.
where's
Now,
that one?
press the last preset. All right.
You need to put these in order.
Did you see the last preset?
Yeah.
Did you see birthday in the bottom right corner?
No, I see monkey screaming.
Okay, press the preset next to it, to the left. Now you see birthday. There you go. See? Quick study.
Quick what?
Quick study.
Which way is up?
All right, you got any birthdays?
Bill Cosby was not in Which Way Is Up either, coming from VCR.
Well, VCR don't know what he's talking about.
Sean Jordan said Which Way Is Up was Richard Pryor.
Okay.
You're thinking of Downtown Saturday Night or something like that.
Well,
like
whatever.
It's the movie where him and
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, and they getting chased around by everybody.
Yeah,
And, and they hypnotize the boxer.
Yeah.
It's
So-
like Downtown Saturday Night or something like that. Or
I got a couple birthdays.
All right, you set it off.
Antonio Gilmore, happy birthday.
All right.
Chauncey Spencer, happy birthday. Dara Dixon, happy birthday. Dara, why you got 2 pages? Dara Dixon, happy birthday to you. And Stephanie Rose, happy birthday.
Hey.
And that's who I got.
Uptown Saturday Night, 1974.
Yep, Uptown Saturday
And Let's
Night.
Do It Again, 1975.
Yeah, see?
Let's Do It Again was the boxer one.
No, it was not. Uptown Saturday Night was.
I'm looking at it right now. JJ was the boxer.
I never seen Let's Do It Again. I seen Uptown Saturday Night.
Dude, it's right here, man.
Y'all hear this in the room?
See that
Uptown
right there?
Saturday Night.
Let's Do It Again. The boxer. JJ was the boxer. It's right here. I just Googled it. It's right there. Don't tell me. I know what I'm talking about, pimping.
I got one more birthday.
Let's do it.
And her name is Tiffany Freeman. Tiffany Freeman is an outstanding vocalist. She was on a couple Grammy-nominated artists, and she's doing her own project that's going to be released pretty soon. So happy birthday, Tiff. I hope you have many, many more. That's all I
Right.
got.
Yeah.
What you got there, Tweet?
Oh, man. Yo, come on, man.
What is going on in here today?
Remember Mr. Higginbottom used to call me that?
Tweetadita.
Tweetadita. Hey, Tweetadita. I'm like, Mr. Higginbottom, that is not my name.
You did not say that. You was like, hey, Mr. Higginbottom.
No. I was like, Mr. Higginbottom can call me whatever you want. That's what I said. All right, here go my birthdays. Kendra Kaiser. That's my cousin down there in Memphis, Tennessee. She's celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Kendra. Happy birthday to Tanya Towery. I'm celebrating her birthday today. Ray's Diva, the queen, celebrating her birthday today. Giovanna, Yvonne, 45 years old today, celebrating her birthday. Dara Dixon. Hey, Dara. She's celebrating her 54th birthday today. Dara Fernandez. I don't know if that's the same person, but she's celebrating her birthday. She's 50. No, it's not the same person. 55 years old today. Dara Fernandez. Fantastic Harris celebrating her birthday. And Cookie Bellotto celebrating her birthday. Oh, Alkia Powell. And Tiffany Hamilton. And Shakura Jackson, all the way out there in Utah. Phoenix, Arizona, actually. Happy birthday to
Happy
Shakura
birthday,
Jackson.
y'all. What you got, Ma?
Well, I got the best birthdays of all. First and foremost, happy birthday to Tanya Towry. Happy birthday to Fantastic Harris. Andrea Jones, happy birthday. Buzz, my man Buzz Burnett, happy birthday. Race Diva Queen, happy birthday. Mikey Miles, happy birthday. Dara Fernandez, happy birthday. Teresa Biggs, what's up, girl? Victoria Suttles, happy birthday. Felicia Daniel, happy birthday. Arthur Sharon Blunt, happy birthday. LaQuanda Johnson, happy birthday. What's up, girlfriend? And
LaQuanda?
that's all I got, yeah.
Happy birthday, LaQuanda.
That's all I got for birthdays.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday. All right.
Oh, there's another old name right here.
Toby, oh yeah, that's old.
Yeah, you ain't gonna meet no
Morning
little boy
Cafe.
named Toby.
Who
is it?
One sec. Can I unmute the phone?
There you go. See, come on, you gotta get
Quick
on the ball, man.
Can't be quick on the draw.
Morning
slow on the
Cafe.
trigger.
Good morning, Morning Cafe.
Good morning, DJ Scott. What's good, family?
Hey, what's up, Scott?
Hey, it's Friday. Hey, Dita, I got to ask you, man. So, how many games does Boston beat the Knicks in?
4. Sweep.
Yep.
Clean sweep.
I got you on that one. I agree.
Yeah. And we don't play around no more. Yeah, I mean, it's crunch time. We don't got time to keep going back and forth to New York and all that kind of stuff. How many times somebody want to see the Statue of Liberty? We gonna come there 2 games and wipe them. So
there it is.
You hear that? He didn't play. He didn't beat around the bush. He just said 4. Sweet.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done.
It's over.
Get the brooms out.
So you agree with that?
I'm right there with you. It definitely, and worst case scenario, 4-1, because our boys are still a little banged up.
Yeah, they might win one just because they like to come home and win all the games in Boston. So they might just want to make it a Boston thing and come win it here. But I think they might just get rid of them in New York. 2 here, 2 to New York, boom. But if they do win one, Game 5 will be right back here in Boston, and then it's lights out.
So where's it start
we're
at?
really keeping it real.
Boston, the first 2 are
keeping
here.
it real, though.
Yeah.
We know how the NBA is. The NBA is all about making money, so they try to extend all these series as long as they can go.
I believe so, but I don't think the players want that. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of times, because there was a couple of sweeps in that first round. A couple of people got swept real quick. But
I wonder how much money it costs them when it gets the sweep happens. How much does it cost the NBA when they don't get the full run of all the games?
Those other 3 games. They probably make a couple, anywhere to like $5 to $10 million a game. So that's 3 games that are not going to be played when it's a sweep.
Yeah.
I just got to say, thank God LeBron James went home, and JT is still playing, and JB is still playing.
I know, huh? And I don't know if LeBron's coming back unless he's waiting for another son to come to the league, but I think he might be done. No, I think his other son is coming now.
That's not nice.
No, I'm telling you, that he wants to play with his other son. They said he might stick around for that.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it if he can still play. But I don't know. But the other kid is better than Bronny, I heard. The other kid is really good.
Oh, he is.
Better than
The
Bronny.
younger kid, yeah. I don't
Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Y'all telling me that Bronny is not the best of the 2 sons?
From a lot of people argue that the other kid could be better.
What's the other kid's name?
I don't know. I haven't even seen him play.
What's the other kid's name?
Bronny 3.
No, the other son
LeBron.
is definitely better. Go check him out. Go check out his high school. Check him out. Look at his height. Look at his size. Look at his court awareness.
Yeah, he's more like his
Look at
dad.
his rebound.
So is he coming to the NBA next year?
If LeBron James has something to say with it.
So is he in college?
I believe he's a freshman in college.
I believe he's a freshman in college also.
Yeah.
Because Bronny should have never got drafted in the first round. That was LeBron hijacking the Lakers in the league, saying, if you want me, Whatever team wants me, you have to draft my son. It's a package deal like that.
And listen, I ain't mad at him. I am not mad at LeBron for doing that to get his son in the league. I mean, look, as a father, he's supposed to do what he got to do to protect his kids. I ain't mad at that.
Even as a brother, Greek Freak did it.
Hold on a second.
His brother's a bum.
Hold on,
He's been on the team now ever since he's been there. His brother don't get no run.
Yeah.
His brother's been on, as long as he's on that team, he brought his brother with him from another country.
But you know what? What about
sign him too?
But remember when the McCourty twins?
Yep.
One of them they because one of them was better than the other one, right?
Mm-hmm. The one we had, the first one we had,
right.
Devin, I think.
Yeah.
What are their
Hold on a
names?
second, Mark. It's a little bit different, but I'm going to try to make a comparison. So Bronny is not good enough to not only start in the NBA, he's not good enough to be on the bench in the NBA. You're saying you're not mad at him for doing what he did, LeBron that is, and I can't say that I blame you. On a team.
Hold on, you breaking up, Scott.
Somebody else.
Scott, you breaking up.
Yeah, you went. We didn't hear you.
Breaking up, Scott.
I said that he is taking up a roster spot on a team that is bad from somebody that could actually make a difference. When Tim Tebow played minor league baseball, and he also played minor league, he played minor league baseball, and then he played for the Broncos, Then he went over to the New York Mets, and he played in AA and AAA. People were complaining, saying he was taking up a roster spot from a younger prospect, but he could actually play the game. Bronny is not good enough to play in the NBA. He's good in the G League. He's actually a top performer in the G League if you look at his stats.
Hey, Scott,
but
let
in
me
the
ask you a
NBA,
question. Let me ask you a question, Scott. How many children do you have?
I have two. Sorry.
Two. Boy, girl?
Both boys.
Both boys. Do they play sports?
Yes.
Okay. So you tell me this, right, as a father, right? What do they play? Football, basketball?
Actually, my youngest son plays all sports, all four
Okay.
major sports.
All
Hockey,
right.
football, baseball, and basketball.
So let's just say, right? Let's say that you are like super tight with the owner of the Red Sox. And you have the opportunity, because of your relationship with that owner, you have the opportunity to bring your son as a walk-on to the Red Sox and join the team. Now, you know that this year he's not quite ready, but the owner says to you, if you want him on, you got to bring him on now, because next year things are going to change and I won't be able to bring him on. But if you want him on, I'll bring him on right now, sign him, and then help develop him into a great player over this next year. Are you telling me that you're going to say no because there's another player that is already ready? Or are you going to say, bring my son on and let's develop him and get him on?
I would say no, and the reason I would say no...
Hang up on him. See, that's that political talk.
Hold on.
It's that political BS, man.
No.
That political BS. I did ask you.
Mark, this is why...
I did. Go ahead.
You asked me a question. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
Mark, let me answer the question.
Go ahead.
I would say no, because it's deeper than that. It is way deeper than that. Why would I want to set my son up to fail? And I don't mean from a money perspective, because the money is the money. I'm talking every day he's going to have to show up. Somebody is going to be attacking him, whether it is another player, verbally, mentally, physically, emotionally. The media is going to attack him. And at that age, I would say he is not prepared for all that. Bronny was not prepared for all that. And what happened, instead of Bronny being a man about it and dealing with it, LeBron did. LeBron went at Stephen A. Smith. Watch the interviews with Stephen A. Smith. Watch the interview where LeBron, courtside, was calling out Stephen A. Smith, swearing at him, screaming at him, saying all kinds of things, because all Stephen A. Smith said is what I was saying earlier, only better and more articulate. He said, your son is not ready for the NBA. Why would I want to put my son in a situation for failure?
Okay.
That's what he's doing right now. He's setting his son up to fail. His son, they've got stories saying that he's not even taking it serious. He's just showing up sometimes because it's his dad. That's your job. That's like you. You show up to play every day when you come into that station because that's your business. That's your livelihood, right?
Okay.
You don't play around.
All right.
I think.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
All right.
But I could be wrong.
Okay.
The money is the money. That's a whole separate issue. Right? It's bigger than money because you can't take money to the grave with you.
Uh-huh.
But a man, what do we know? We're known for our word and our name, right?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't think Mom's
I'll
really
say,
listening, but
I'll just say this before we let you go, Scott. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own, to voice their own, whatever. But Joe Biden also said that he would never pardon his son Hunter. And what happened? He pardoned his son Hunter. Thanks for calling in, Scott. Appreciate you calling, brother.
I'm not Joe Biden. Thanks, brother.
All right.
Thanks, Scott.
So listen, I can appreciate his perspective. I can definitely appreciate his words. But as a father, as a man, if my son has an opportunity to walk on, he's not good enough yet, but he's going to be worked with and get developed so he'll be better next year. My son's on that team because my duty to my son is to help him to advance in life and give him the opportunities that I didn't have. When Joe Biden said he wasn't going to pardon his son, I knew he was lying. He's not going to sit back and watch his son go to prison and he has the power to prevent it. That's foolish. And for anybody who thought that Joe Biden would allow his son Hunter to go to prison, you're a fool. You're an idiot for even thinking for an inkling of a minute that man would let his son go to prison when he had the ability to push a button, sign a paper, and it's done. It's over with, and his son is out here free.
It's a little
Stop
harsh.
it. Stop it.
It's a little harsh.
Stop it. Listen. People criticize Joe Biden for getting his son off the hook. But in my opinion, from what I see, any man would have done it. Now, for me, I'll tell you this. I would have never said that I won't pardon him. I damn sure would have said right from the beginning, I'm pardoning my son. Period.
Drops mic. All
Drops
right.
the mic.
Okay.
All right. So we'll be back with Dr. Love in a few minutes. You want to tell him what Dr. Love did?
He walked out. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Let me see.
No.
I got the Dr. Love theme song. Hold on, y'all.
What story do you have?
Well, let me get the story real quick. So,
Yep.
Berkeley they've been known. I know I'm shouting out.
It's not about the author again.
No,
Oh, okay.
I shout out so much stuff about my college because I'm so proud. I mean, I went to Berkeley College of Music
You
on a
did.
scholarship back in I'm not saying the year. I went for a full ride. Left there and then went and got my dual master's degree, and then I came back there after working in the hospitals for like 20 years, and I think it took me to learn some of the stuff that I learned at the hospital, like process improvement, Lean Six Sigma. I'm a black belt in that. I do all this stuff, investment and financial recovery of organizations. I do all that kind of stuff on a director level. But going back to Berkeley and teaching, I've gained this different thing that I get now. And I don't know what that is yet. I mean, at the hospital, I was like the John Q of the transplant department. So I got to see a lot of the families that...
That's my movie.
It's a tough movie in real life.
Right.
Yeah, because I've had to sit with families who were on Medicaid and could not afford a transplant. So you're trying to help them find funding because they won't be approved if they can't financially pay for the medication post-transplant, which is like thousands of dollars for immunosuppressive medication. So fast forwarding, I had to leave that job because it got too emotional when, I was working on the children level. So I was seeing kids that needed lungs and needed heart transplants, and they would get a transplant, then the transplant would fail, and it was just so hard for me, especially when they were kids that looked like mine.
Right.
So eventually, I had to come out of that because I was so emotionally tied to these families. And they were so grateful for the time that they got post-transplant. But then, they were like, we're living on borrowed time. So going back into Berkeley, now I see on this side students, some of them are really, really entitled.
Yeah.
And some of them are just, they're struggling just because they want to be here, but they can't afford it. I'm not going to tell you how much it costs to go to Berkeley now.
Yeah.
But they're not giving out scholarships the way they used to. So I found out last night and over this weekend when they were celebrating 40 years of gospel with Dennis Montgomery, Jerome Kyles, Major, myself, and there was just so many other people that in the year 1980, they didn't have a gospel choir at Berkeley College, and they had maybe 2 to 3 black professors. So I was named one of the first 100 black women professors at Berkeley College of Music this year. It's never been done before, so it's an amazing feat that we're looking at.
Right.
But we're still we're struggling getting our black and brown families the finances and the money for them to come here. And then with this new 47 in office, it's messing with anything that identifies with equity or diversity. So people from Massachusetts are getting more money. It's ridiculous. Derek Grisick, I watched the clock. We need Marv in here, so I'm going to talk right now.
I got you. It'll go right in there.
Yeah, because
it's going to go right into it anyway. Don't listen to D-Rock. It'll go right into
See D-Rock? See there you go. So this year at our commencement, they're giving an honorary. Oh, there we go.
Unorthodox radio from Boston and beyond. Heat981fm.com and iHeart Station.
Talk that talk, you talk that talk. You walk that walk. Tell me, can you walk the walk? You talk that talk. Oh yeah. You say you're a friend of God, but to your friends you won't say his name. You say you want God's will, but your heart is on worldly fame. You can't say you love God, but hatred is in your heart. Christ said to love your enemies, but you smile and hold your grudges internally. It's either black or white, but you want to call it gray. You know your sin is wrong, but you say a little sin is okay. You say that people call you a good Samaritan, but throughout your busy day you ignore the hungry homeless man. There is one thought that I have for you, 'cause your double life has got me so confused. So if you think that God is God, then go ahead and serve him. But if you think that Baal is God, then go ahead and serve him. You can't have 2 masters. You cannot worship God and man. You have to make a decision and stop wavering with 2 opinions. You point your fingers at the ones you say ain't living right, but after you work hard all week, you turn up with your Friday night life. You know the same ruler that you use will be the same rule that measure you. wavering with two opinions. So if you think that God is God, go ahead and serve Him. But if you think the Baal is God, go ahead and serve Him. You can't have two masters. You can't worship God and Babylon. Make a decision and stop wavering with two opinions.
Over and over and over, He's so blessing me. Over and over and over, He's so blessing me. Every morning when I rise, I say a little prayer just for keeping me alive. When the evening comes and the day is done, Thanksgiving is my living praise every single day. Over and over, You keep on blessing me. Over and over, He's so blessing me.
Going along my way with the blessing of each new day. Got a purpose and praise in it. I can't keep going a mile a minute. So when the evening comes and the day is done, yeah, I know the plans you have for me. Put it to you when we sing over and over. You keep on blessing me. Come on, listen. Over and over. Keeps on blessing me.
He's so blessing me. Oh yeah.
We say, lift your voice and say,
Oh
one more time, say, to your way,
Blessings keep on blessing, that's the blessings of Abraham. You see me, you see him, that's the image he made us in. We all fall short, only God is rated 10 out of 10. That's why we need his grace to make it in, even when I didn't deserve it. You gave me your best. You ain't have to rise on the third, could've stayed in your rest. Pilates could never give my faith this type of stress. Pressed down, shaking together, loving God gets the bless. Yes.
yes, sir.
Pressed down and
It is running over. Yes, sir. Say over and over. Over and over. Well, back there.
God's gonna bless you real good, yeah.
That's what he's gonna do. Say
Oh, yes,
running
he is.
over. Yes, sir. Say
was Angela Elizabeth. And
that was the new Angela Elizabeth. Our very own. From Berkeley.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Berkeley, Boston.
Woo!
And he has reemerged, everybody.
Yo, D-Rock was trying to manage Angela from
He was
over
like,
there.
watch the clock. I'm like, dude.
He's like, yo.
I'm in training.
He's like, action, lights, camera, action.
Wait, did he even call in?
No, yeah.
He never called in, told him what happened to the mix. Yeah, man.
D-Rock, be quiet, man. If you ain't gonna call in, you know what I'm saying? That's like, hey, y'all got something to tell you. Yeah, never mind. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, huh?
Hi, Kirsten.
Hey, Kurt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? D-Rock, man, he playing that, man.
Well, good morning, everybody on the live, and thank y'all for all your support. We got Stacey Williams.
Stacey Williams from Kentucky?
Sarida.
Oh, now, boy, you talking about crazy about me.
I thought I saw Cheryl Gates on here. Tony Bone. Rosie McAllister. Good morning.
Rosie, hey, Rosie.
I thought you said Rosie Bone.
I said Tony Bone.
That's Penthouse Rosie.
Christy Love. Good morning. Good morning,
hey,
everybody.
Christy Love, Dawson.
Good morning, everybody.
Rosie
Thank y'all
Bone.
for your support on Trial by Fire training over here.
Yes, sir.
Tony Bone, he said, all right, who read the letter?
We get into the letter. I want to thank the
bossy
coach.
This Friday.
The coach got in over here when the proprietor left off for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got coach over
Put
here
me
helping
in,
me
Coach.
out.
Put
Help
me
me
in.
out. Help me out. So we do got a letter today. It's 9:10.
What up, Nomadic?
Hey, DJ Nomadic. Love her. Love her. Who read the letter?
Yeah, who reading the letter? I'm
in the chair. Marv, you want to read the letter?
Yeah, man.
I don't got my glasses.
You got glasses right on your face.
Now I'm gonna read the letter. You know what?
Oh God.
Yeah, I like this letter. I'm gonna put a little
I hate when Marv
emphasis
reads the
on.
letter.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't like when he reads it? I
Me,
don't mind.
me.
Are you me?
All right, here we go.
I like to hear a lady's voice. I like to hear a soft lady's voice.
All right, you ain't gonna hear that today, son. Today is Friday, May 2nd of the year 2025. Dear Dr. Love.
Yo.
6 months ago, I bought a scratch-off ticket on a whim and won $2 million.
Mean.
At first, I was in complete shock. Then panic set in. You see, my husband has a long and painful history with gambling. He's been in recovery on and off for years, but there have been relapses, some of which nearly ruined us financially. Out of fear, I didn't tell him. I kept the winning ticket hidden ever since, terrified that if he knew, the money would disappear into the same black hole of addiction we've been trying to crawl out of for years.
Oh, God.
But time is running out. I have to claim this prize soon, or I lose it entirely. I feel paralyzed. I want to use the money wisely, pay off debt, secure our future, maybe even help him get the right kind of support. But I also know that once the money is real, once it's in our lives, the temptation might be too much for him, and I'm afraid it could destroy everything. Dr. Love, I love my husband. I don't want to keep secrets from him, but I also don't want to lose this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or him. What should I do? Signed, Secret Lady, but deeply torn in Tewksbury.
Dun 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 dun.
Wait.
First preset.
Preset 1.
Drama.
Yeah. You got to turn up. There you go. All right.
I was gonna say it was a
You
little
can
better
keep-
than yesterday, but I think yesterday you were better.
You can keep that channel up. Keep it up. Turn up some more.
I need to write down where
There you
these
go.
things are.
Cool. All right. Cool. All righty. Well, Dr. Love, what you gonna do?
All right. Well, first of all, man, I'm not even gonna try to say this because I don't know if Angela knows where the donkey.
Angelina.
Wait.
I see Angelina.
I saw a donkey.
Yeah. First preset. You see it? If it's not on the first preset, it's on the second one.
You can't be telling her that. Gotta have a.
You see it?
I see a blank space here.
Should be in the middle.
Well,
Nope.
This is the reason why I don't like to say it, because, you know what I mean? I usually don't like to say it because it's Wednesday or it's Thursday or Friday. Today I don't like to say it because
It's not
I
in
can't.
there. Look.
I can't say it. Yeah, and now Stacey Williams, I so agree with you. Wow, you did not have to read that letter like that.
Okay, go ahead.
So, yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so listen, I don't like to say this because blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? This and that, and the third. You figure deal me, but listen, you're a bigger fool than a wide-mouthed mule.
And yes, it was labeled.
It wasn't on the preset he said it was on.
And I'll tell you why. So, woo! This is live, y'all. This is live radio here. This ain't no pre-record, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we mess up, you gonna see it. If we do something good, you gonna see it. So if we do something bad, you gonna see that too. So that's what we are, Unorthodox Radio.
Oh.
All right, so first of all, lady, you a bigger fool. What?
The mix was vandalized last night. D-Rock didn't want to call us and tell us what happened.
Well, somebody broke in there?
Somebody ran up in there and trashed the place. Yikes.
Why didn't you call in?
I don't know.
That's
somebody,
news.
Somebody
Why do
probably,
people want to mess with those kids
somebody,
so
somebody,
much?
somebody probably called D-Rock and be like, yo, don't be telling nobody what happened out there. That's why he ain't call in.
Yeah, somebody
but
must
I just
have
got
heard
a
us say
text.
something on the radio.
I got a text. They said the mix was vandalized last night.
That's not nice.
That's not a good look. That is not a good look at all whatsoever. You know, listen.
Whoever was mad at them is going to be their number one suspect.
I say this.
Who worked with them that's not working with them anymore?
I say this. We, as a community, really need to pull together and support the mix around this. You know, I don't know what happened, but it's not a good look when you have a black business that suffers an atrocity like that.
Right.
I don't care what happened. Whatever the person,
and all
whoever
the years
did
that
it,
white folks on that spot, nobody never did nothing to
right.
it.
For whatever anybody was mad at them for, that wasn't the answer. To go in and vandalize their place, that was not the answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Do you think it was a disgruntled employee?
I don't
or
know.
Disgruntled customers?
I have no idea. I don't know if there was an event going on and you know, they fight broke out or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the circumstances
D-Rock, man,
was.
listen, man. Call us and let us know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're supposed to be the source of the story, man.
I don't know what the you know what happened.
I hope nobody got hurt.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm gonna find. I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll tell you guys Monday when I come in.
Yeah.
If I'm here.
Well, you ain't in no meeting right now, D-Rock. You over here on the live paying attention to us.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Call in and tell us what happened. But go ahead, Dr. Love. My fault.
Alexa, turn the volume all the way up. Alexa, turn the volume all the way up. I hope D's phone is so loud now in his meeting.
Yeah. Siri, turn the volume up to 10.
Yep.
I can't stand y'all.
Siri, turn the volume up. Oh.
My Siri went his
I hope his phone went so high in that meeting.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, y'all. Lady, the thing is, you married this man for better or worse.
Oh.
You understand? And yeah, he got some struggles with the gambling. I don't know what he plays. I don't know if he bets on horses or games or whatever his vice is or whatever. But, you know, if he's trying to get help from it and things like that or whatever, yeah, that could be a scary thing coming into a lot of money. However, it's your money that you won, so you don't really have to share. You can tell him. Don't mean you have to give him some money. It doesn't mean that you have to give him the whole $2 million. First of all, if you won this money and you scratch this ticket, take care of everything that you need to take care of, because that's for you and him. Taking care of the bills in the house and things like that, and then say, yeah, babe, I got some money left over here. Boom, give him $5,000 to go shoot at the casino. You might give this man so much energy, and you might give him good luck. You might win some money, but give him a little something to go play with. Whatever, you know, that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? He likes to gamble and likes to shoot this, that, and the third. But don't be dishonest. Don't be one of those women lying, got money hiding around. Because let me tell you something. If I gotta lie to you and keep all my stuff a secret to you, and I can't tell you where, what I got or what I make, or I gotta be real skeptical of what I say about, because I got friends that be like, yo, man, don't say nothing to my girl about this money. Or, yo, don't tell my girl, I got money and this and that. If I gotta be in a relationship where I can't tell you anything like that, I don't want to be with you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be with somebody where I got to hide myself, like who I am and what I'm doing and things like that. I don't want to be with you. You ain't the right one for me. If I can't tell you everything like, look, baby, what I won. You know what I mean? You ain't getting nothing but look. You know what I mean? You could show them like, yo, and tell them and celebrate with them. But you don't do that. What if something happened? Or like, if I had a whole bunch of money somewhere stashed, the only person that's going to know where it is my girl. What if somebody tied me up? Like, I'm a handsome guy, you know what I mean? A lot of people might want to tie me up and hold a ransom note for me, boom, boom, you know what I mean? And want millions. All right, so boom, I got to call my girl. I can't be like, yo, damn, you don't know where it at.
What?
I can't even tell you. So, you got to tell her, babe, listen, you know where it is. Go grab that, you know what I'm saying? Bring that yalla with you, you understand? And come get me. Boom. You got to have a girl, you got to call and tell them everything. You know what I mean? They got to know certain things. Come on, dog. And so, this is your husband. Don't be like that with him. Get that man some of that money. At least give him like $5-10 grand. $2 million? First of all, you're only going to get probably close to $1 million. You probably get about $900,000. You know what I'm saying? Get that man $50,000. Go let him do what he need to do, and you go take your $850 and pay all the bills and all that. Put some money away for you and him to go on vacation. Do whatever. But go and let him, you know what I mean? He might want to get a little hoopty. He might want to go blow $5,000-10,000 in the casino. Get that man $50,000 of that money and stop being cheap like that. Y'all so cheap. I bet when he was winning and he was going down to that casino every day gambling with his money, when he was winning, he wasn't hiding it from you. I bet he was sharing it with you. I bet you wake up in the morning, money be on the dresser. Bam! Baby, take what you need. Ain't nothing. You understand? Be the same way. Y'all always get cheap when y'all get y'all money. Now y'all want to start watching what happens, watching what goes, watching what get paid. Oh, I got this, I got to do this. Oh, I got so much stuff to do. Oh, I can't. When it's our money, y'all ain't got nothing to do but spend it. Don't mess this up, Mom.
Damn!
Mean Angela. Oh, it's Angela.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Love, I think.
And we're going to go back to the way we normally, but whoever's on the booth goes last.
Okay.
No, that ain't. I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I listen. I will allow the ladies to go first.
You're in the driver's seat.
First, you, Miss Dita, then Miss Angela.
So, dear young lady, here's what I believe. Okay, so you have concerns regarding your husband's gambling addictions, and these are valid. Protecting yourself and the money is essential. So here's a step-by-step. Here's what I think you should do. Don't tell him yet.
It's been a year.
I was going to tell you to be quiet.
Ooh, I almost got sick, man.
That's that whoop. That ain't the whoop.
That's not the whooping cough. That's. I was about to say something fresh, and God stopped me.
Putin cough.
God stopped me.
See? Thank you, God.
Don't disclose the win until you first get legal and financial protections in place. Secrecy now will be safety later. Okay? In that, you can seek to, hire a lawyer or an attorney or whatever, somebody that will help you with how to protect some assets, set some stuff aside. I do believe that your husband is entitled to something. But if y'all got debt that you've built together, he needs to understand that you gonna pay this off because it's in your name as well as his. Claim the prize discreetly. Find out what the rules are for the state. They should be able to claim the prize discreetly. Keeping the winnings separate. I don't know if you can do that in Massachusetts, but you can set up 2 accounts financially. So say you follow Dr. Love's advice and you say, okay, give him $50,000. Set that up for him. That's his. But when it's gone, it's gone. Maybe he can flip something, get double it, whatever they do. Research to what the laws are. But make sure you secure the ticket, y'all. Don't let the ticket expire. Don't let the ticket expire, please.
I would have cashed that sucker the next day.
Set up a trust. You can set up a trust. I don't know if y'all got kids. You might want to look into that. I mean, 10 grand, spread it around for some grandkids or something like that. And find out if there are rules for the withdrawal and all that other stuff. There's a lot of things you have to do, but the first thing you need to do is seek legal attention and get the money. Get the money, honey. Because, that kind of windfall is not going to happen again. It's $2 million. Again, I don't know if Dita's right about how much money you'll get to take home, but it's more than you got now. Mm-hmm. So let's not be foolish. Let's not be foolish. Don't be one of the foolish. The Bible talks about the foolish virgins and the wise virgin. Don't be the foolish virgin. Okay? Go get the money. Figure out how, with advice, how to set up something so that you're not penalizing him for his troubles and the things that his vices. Because we all got things that we do that I'm a shopaholic. God forbid if my husband or the man I'm with wins $2 million, he say I can't go shopping. I might have a fit and pass out right when he says it. So you're gonna have to give him something, but also let him know what your concerns are. I'm concerned about, babe, you had these problems in the past, and $50,000. I don't know, is that gonna be okay? Are you gonna be able to handle that? And you may be surprised what he says. He'll be like, "Don't give me that money." He might say, I don't want to touch it. Let's take care of what we got to take care of. You never know.
Give me $500 though.
Let me hold $500. And then he'd go with Dita to the movies and to the casino or something like that. Yeah, but that's what I got for my first pass. I'm going to hand this over to Money Mob, and y'all see what the first name is. So don't be surprised at what spews out from over there. Please. All right, Mob.
Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to all of the little people that supported me throughout my lifetime and helped to rise me to the place that I am in today. I'd like to thank God for giving me the wisdom to be able to discern what I should and shouldn't do. And thank you, Mr. Larry Higginbottom. And, discernment is important. So thank you. So, listen. Your husband got a damn problem. You know he got a problem. So do not, under any means, tell him that you have won this money. You are going to trigger him and set him off. Because if you're a gambler like that and he ain't got a hold on his gambling and you're saying, it's almost ruined your family, what's going to happen is when you say to him, baby, I won this money on a scratch ticket, he's going to be like, ticket. He going to want you to cash that money in and give him money so he can go buy more scratch tickets, believing that he's going to win more money. And it will be to your demise. So the most important thing that you have to do, Angie said it, that, I got to give it to her on that. Let God be the glory. Listen, you must secure the winnings. All right? And the best way to do that is hire an attorney, create a trust, let the trust collect the money. Then, once you have the money in the trust, it's there. You've got it. You don't have to touch it. Let it come into the trust, and then you pay your attorney off, and you let that money sit there and think about how you're going to utilize those funds. If you tell him that you won that money, I promise you, God be my witness, you are going to regret it, because he is going to lose it. Because he's still in. Once you're addicted to something, once you're an addict, you're always an addict. You're just in recovery. So if he's in recovery now, he's in recovery. He's going to always be in recovery. And if a $2 million win on a lottery ticket would trigger him. Now, if you had gotten that money by some other means, yeah, there'd be a temptation for him to get some of the money to go gamble. But if you won it gambling, it's going to trigger your husband. So don't tell him. Get it in a trust, figure out how you want to do it, and then you can pay your bills and kind of quietly catch everything up or pay things off and then, you know, at some point say, you know, my great uncle, you know, sent me some money and I got X amount of dollars or whatever the case may be, but you can never reveal to him that you won it playing the lottery because it will destroy him and your marriage. It's time to go, y'all. I just wrapped this up in a nutshell.
That
No bow.
is by far the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
You're such a hater.
Oh my goodness.
We got somebody on the line.
We
You
got a
telling her
call.
to
We
lie,
got a call.
cheat, steal, and whew.
Good morning on the cafe.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You said we had a call on the line.
Good morning, Treva. How
Say that
are
one,
you?
Treva.
Damn, man. Hey,
Fine.
Treva.
Fine.
Fine. What's going on?
Yes. Nothing.
Nothing at all, huh?
That's
No.
your morning call, huh?
Yep. Never tell a gambler you won money. That'll trigger them off quick. Because I had a friend of mine like that. She used to go gambling 7 days a week. Forgot she had a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if she went to get 7 days a week, she probably didn't have one.
Yeah. Probably didn't.
What day did she work?
And when she couldn't go, she found another means to get to another gambling spot.
Hole in the wall gambling spot.
Yeah, down in Catherine.
Is it a big
No,
spot?
this was in New
Called a
York.
juke joint.
Oh, it was in New York?
Oh, New York.
Yeah.
People always talking that
And
New York
believe
nonsense.
me, she was say, "Are you going to?" I said, "No, we ain't going to the casino. We got to pay the bills first before we go gambling."
Right.
Because I want to be in my nice going home when winter comes. Not sitting there trying to figure out how to pay the bills.
You got
Right.
excited there,
Right,
but
that's
you
my-
a little
yeah.
stutter on.
She said, I hear you. Treva, listen, so
having it.
if your husband or if your husband was a gambler and you won $2 million, you wouldn't tell him you won it?
I would tell him I came into some newfound money, and that'll be the end of the conversation.
You came into some newfound money. So if he said, all right, well, listen, let me hold about $200. I'm going to run down here, go play my number. You going to give him $200?
I'm gonna tell him you're gonna play your number all right. You're gonna be in the Gamblers Anonymous rehab because you need help.
And all he asked you for was $200, and you just won $2 million.
I'll tell him you get after you clean yourself up and you get yourself better.
See, we get that man $200.
Would you-
what
would
he gonna
you-
do with $200? He can't win no.
Would you help him by putting him into a place where he can get the help that he needs?
Oh, y'all going
Yes,
too far.
yes, I will.
All right, there you go.
You better not spend no money on recovery.
I've seen people in the casino
Wasted money.
held hostage. I've seen people in the casino held hostage.
You seen somebody in the
They
casino
couldn't
held
pay their-
hostage?
Yeah,
By who?
by the owner of the casino.
Oh.
Oh,
Did
man.
They owed money to the casino?
See,
Can you
Treva, I
owe
think
money to
you're
the
confusing a casino with a gambling spot. You know what I mean? This sounds more like a trap house type of thing down there in Catherine
they
where you
have
at.
a little room where you. They have a little room where you. If you're a big time gambler, they take you in. They take you in this room, and then they close the door, and they take out how much money you're gonna play on the crap table, and all of that, and they give it to you, and then when you win your money, you gotta go back and pay them back. And then some of them put their house up for collateral. They put their cars up for collateral. They do everything needs
that
to keep
illegal?
gambling.
So,
Yeah.
and if they lose and they don't have the money or whatever, then the people take them hostage.
Yeah, and then they have to call somebody to wire them money.
See, remember I was telling you.
Treva,
man,
how you know about this?
They just
Treva
let
was
her
a
go
bouncer
there.
at the spot.
They just let her
Cause
go.
I had a friend like that, and I was like, "Well," he said, "I'm in the casino." I said, "Which casino?" It's a lot of casinos. He said, "I said, oh man, you're a rich man's casino." He said, "Yeah, I'm playing crap." I said, "Oh man, he said, you're gonna be here hot." I said, "You better work off the debt."
Was it like a poker game or something?
Yeah, they were playing. Texas Hold, and it was $20. No, unlimited, so you could.
Texas
bet
Hold.
much as you
Y'all better be
want.
careful with that Texas Hold, boy. I tell you.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what that is.
What? I played a little Texas myself last night.
Treva
on
said
that
Texas
date, you
Hold.
You don't want to get
On that
hooked.
bro
'cause
date?
Soon as you get hooked, it's like every time you pass a casino, you got to stop and you got to gamble and you got to constantly keep going.
Right. You ever been hooked on anything, Treva?
No, because I have sense enough to know if I don't like the game in the first 3 minutes and I get bored, so I'm not a gambler, so I go have a little fun and then I just walk around the boardwalk, look at all the stuff, look at all the gamblers. I seen one lady, she had a ticket that was already in there. She had $250 already on there, and she was steady feeding it. And the husband had to come by at 15 minutes and take out her money. They had to take her in the back, literally in the back with security guards, because she had so much money. She needed an escort to go home with her.
Treva, how you see all these hostage situations
I was
and people
gonna
getting
say.
taken out the back door and all this stuff, and the husband taking the money?
Because I'm not exactly a gambler. After I won me a couple of dollars, and then I go walk around the casino.
Just being nosy.
Yeah, I just walk around the casino.
Just being nosy. Don't
Yeah,
leave that
just
part
being
out.
nosy
Yeah.
and be looking.
And be looking. I hate people like Treva in the casino just be walking around looking, being nosy. Every time I get thrown out, it'll be the same person looking.
He was doing it last time.
Yeah, yeah, that's the person I know. Yeah,
He back again. Look.
That's why they
That's
tell
her
you
husband over
before you even go gambling. They tell you quick, if you're a gambler, this is not a place where you want to be hanging out at.
Yeah, that's usually.
I don't know a lot about gambling, Treva.
What do you play,
Now,
Treva?
You smart. You keep your money
In the
right
bank.
in your pocket, because you don't want to start gambling.
All right, Treva, thanks for
That's why I
calling.
like the ones on the phone, on the TV, because when you lose your money on there, you can just go out and wait about an hour or two and come back and you get free coins and keep it moving. And I said, yeah, if I lose on there, I can also turn the game off too and watch TV. And I didn't spend any money.
Okay.
All right, Treva the Diva.
Have a nice day.
That's interesting.
All right, Treva, thank you so much for your call, sweetie.
Thank you, Treva.
And happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. Go to the casino and follow
Marv
people
has a date
around.
Tonight.
Say that again.
Marv has a date tonight.
He does with
Mom
who?
got a date?
Who I'm going on a date with?
All right.
Do
Your
tell.
wife.
Oh, Marv got hitched?
Who's his wife?
Denise Blackwell.
Oh,
Denise, call in, honey. We'd like to hear about.
Denise.
I want to hear about the wedding.
Oh, yes. How was it? Treva, did you
Have
go
a
to the
nice
wedding?
day, Treva.
I was the one at the wedding. I was the
Man.
one who set the whole wedding up.
You did?
Treva, why didn't you
You
invite
dirty
us? Because we
dog.
ain't know nothing about it.
Yeah, why you didn't invite the Urban Heat family?
You should go listen to it because it was we did it on Wednesday show.
Oh, they got married on Wednesday show. Okay.
Got it.
Got it, Treva.
Got it.
All right, go
got
back
it.
to that casino and go follow some people around. Tell me who got thrown out of there.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Treva.
Have a nice
Bye.
day.
Have a good one.
Bye, Treva.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I was gonna have a car screeching sound as she hung up.
Nah, don't
But
yeah.
I could, yeah.
You can fight for it, but
So I mean, I don't know. This letter is a little. I mean, I'm conflicted. I'm not really conflicted, but I think that he should be entitled to something. But
of course,
the reservations that I have are that will this cause him to relapse? And
Sure will.
it doesn't matter. You can't live your life or your relationship off of fear. You don't make decisions out of fear of what might happen. That's not how you do in a relationship. You have to tell your husband. If you know what happens if he finds out 5 years from now that she won $2 million while they was together,
she gonna tell her
she
best
didn't
friend.
tell him,
She gonna tell somebody.
yeah.
Loose lips sink ships.
Whoever
man.
get mad at her gonna say it.
Because you know she didn't
Daddy,
win
Mom
that.
didn't tell you she want money? As soon as the kid gets mad, he be like, Daddy, Mom didn't tell you she got money?
So do you hear the triggered voice of Dita Wita?
It's not triggered.
He's
I'm just telling
like
you,
Kirsten,
share.
if you ever win $2 million, you better tell me right
I'm
away.
sure she has and not told me, but you know what I mean? But it's like,
No.
nah, I think
So is that a
tell me.
deal breaker? Do you think that if
Oh,
he
it's
finds out,
definitely a
he's
deal
gonna walk
breaker.
out?
Oh my God, yeah. Because it ain't no telling what else you lied about.
Oh.
Especially if you lie about something like that, I know you lied about some
Oh
little stuff.
no, but she's not lying
Oh.
because she
You
wants
lied about
to lie.
$2 million
She's
cash?
lying to try and protect him. There's a difference.
You ain't trying to protect
So you don't
me.
think that somebody should lie to protect somebody?
Not from no money.
Yeah.
Don't ever try to
Listen.
protect me from no money.
Listen, it's just like
Let
it's
me
just like
go
a
down
person
in a
that's in
blaze of
recovery
glory.
from drinking, from drugs. If you got a person who's in recovery from crack, and then you sit down and you say, well, I'll tell you right here, man. I went by the crack house today and look what I got. And you put an 8-ball on the table and you start cutting it up, and then you smoking it in front of them. They're gonna be like, yo, let me get some of that.
I thought
They in
8-ball
recovery.
They're in really
8-ball
recovery.
was a
Not,
drink.
but maybe some people are stronger than others. Maybe he's in really recovery because there's people that used to smoke crack. You can smoke crack in front of them right now. They're not touching it. And so, but some people are stronger than others. But the
Clearly,
thing is,
you
that's
didn't read
different.
the letter.
But no, but this is something totally different here because if you was on crack and somebody brings you crack, that's different. He was a gambler. It's not like she's bringing him some chips or just bringing him like some
But
dice
she won the
and a
money
deck
on
of
a
cards.
scratch ticket. So if she tells him, he's going to automatically believe I can win some money too, and he's going to take $1,000, go right to the store and buy a bunch of scratch tickets.
That's
and
what
hopefully
everyone
he's gonna
does when
win.
somebody hits. That's what everybody does. He can go play a few lottery tickets, like $2 million. You're not going to tell your husband that because you don't want him to go try to win some money.
Some people, is all it takes is to open the door, and then that's it. He's done for life. He's ruined.
No.
So no, she has to protect him by not telling him. First off, by not telling him she won it, and two, by not telling him how she won it. She should never tell him how she won it. It's going to trigger him.
Crazy.
He's going to be done. He's going to be toast.
I'm going to get to the bottom of where this money comes from.
But
That's
see,
her husband.
If Kirsten win it, you're not going to find out she won it.
Why not?
Kirsten ain't telling you.
I don't
Kirsten's not
gamble.
going to tell you. She's not
I
gonna
don't waste money.
She's not going to be like, Derek, I won $5 million. She's not going to do that. You're not going to find out. All you're going to know is Kirsten's going to be like, yeah, I got a raise at work. And she's going to get a new car. It's going to be paid off. You ain't going to know that. Then she's going to be like, you know what? This extra money is really helping us out, Derek. Let's take a trip. And then she's
Quiet,
going to take
Mom.
you to Bali. Y'all going to have a good old time out
Quiet,
there.
Mom.
She's going to pay for everything. You're going to be like, Kirsten, where you getting this money from? She's going to be like, Derek, the job, it's paying me so well. I'm getting so much more money, Derek. It's incredible.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Think I'll fall for that? Ain't
Yeah,
no
you
way you
would.
can hide $5 million around me.
You have fell for it.
Ain't no way.
You already fell for it.
Nope, that ain't gonna happen. So,
We got comments. on
Sarita
the
said,
page.
"Dr. Love, no, that's not how addiction works." Sarita, how do you know? Who you ever been addicted to? You don't know how addiction works.
Hey, look,
Rosie
look,
McAllister
look.
said, my mom was addicted to gambling. This is not easy to overcome. The only thing that stopped her was actual mobility. She could no longer drive to the casino. So she couldn't stop on her own.
Yeah.
So being debilitated in a way she could not move around, that was the only thing that stopped her.
How
That's
you know she
serious.
stopped? They could have invented that's what online gambling was
Oh,
invented
Lord, here you go.
for. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying Miss McAllister probably don't go online and play, but if she wanted to, she could still play.
Dita gonna be side-eyeing Miss K now. You gonna be side-eyeing people?
What? I'm gonna be like, Kirsten, where you get that new pocket?
I'm
We
sorry,
got some-
Kirsten, for putting it out there.
We got some comments on the Dr. Love page. So Rosie McAllister said, "What's stopping you from claiming the money and putting it into an annuity so it can't be touched? There are always ways to protect your money. Get a lawyer who specializes in estate planning." We actually have some estate planning coming up here at the Morning Cafe right here at the Urban Heat station. I mean, I don't have the information in front of me, but we're going to be doing some estate planning with Steve Gooseby and some other folks. So that's a great idea. Thank you, Rosie. Chanel Sugar. Hey, Chanel Sugar. If you don't cash the ticket, both yourself and your husband will be sick together. Cash it and get the support to control the urge in the future. She's going to be sick because she lost that $2 million.
Gambling, to a lot of people, is like drugs and alcohol to some people.
Yeah.
You like, because there are a lot of people who, just look at addiction different. Then, you know what I mean? Some people just look at it as somebody who just really has a really bad habit and doesn't want to take responsibilities for what it is. And some people really look at it as a disease where these people really need help, and there's everything in between. But I do think that when it comes to drinking and drugs, it's not the same as gambling to me, because drinking and drugging not only physically can kill you and hurt you and things like that, but sometimes it causes you to harm other people and break into other people's house or drive drunk into somebody's car or kill somebody for a hit of crack or whatever. The worst that's going to happen to a gambler is he's going to go broke. You know what I mean? And if he's single, then that's just on him. But yeah, as somebody that's like won $2 million, I'm not saying give him the money so he can go gamble. I'm saying tell him.
Some gambling
I'm
leads
just
to
saying
abuse,
there's nothing
though.
in the world that you should lie to your spouse about, regardless of what it is. If my girl's a gambler, I'm not going to lie and say, yo, listen, I got money. You know what I mean? Or I'll be like, baby, a couple of years ago I won some money, but I didn't tell you because, I thought you was going to go to the casino and blow it or whatever. Like, nah, you know what I mean? You don't live no relationship off of no fear. Nothing like that, man.
So Ryder said to tell you she's addicted to the morning cafe.
Mean.
So we got one more comment on the Dr. Love page. I'm going to make sure I get it in
mad
there.
at him.
Kimberly Elaine Graham.
Oh, now that's my girl. Now she crazy about me.
Hey there. You have to go ahead and claim the ticket before you lose the money. But you could do it anonymously. No one has to know you won. And if you're working, you could just use the money rationally, telling your husband that you're pulling the money off your 401k or other good investments you made over the years. There are ideas there. Thank y'all for those.
All right, let's get our finals and we have to end this show.
Yeah, we have to end.
So Raiden said Curzon got that money in the trust. Yeah, they said he gonna look and search the whole house.
So my final is this money is about safety, but it's also a windfall for you and your family. Safety and security and long-term independence, financial independence and freedom is something that we're all looking for all over this world right now that we're living in. You don't have to handle this alone. Get some legal or financial help. We have some estate planning that's happening here at the Urban Heat. We can make sure that you are signed up for those classes, and they're free. Once you set those things up, you can let your husband know that there is some money in a trust that is available for you all to be financially independent. Manage this well. This could be something that can set you all up for easy living in the years to come. That's all I got.
Well, like I said, do not tell that man that you won that money on a scratch ticket ever. Sometimes lying by omission is necessary. If you tell him that you won that money on a scratch ticket, you might as well plan on ending your marriage, because it's going to ruin your marriage. He's going to ask for half. You're going to say no. He's going to demand that you give him money. You're going to give him some. He's going to go and gamble.
He might take it to court, could he?
He can. Okay. He's going to gamble that money away. And as soon as that money's gone, he's going to come back. He's going to demand that you give him more money. He's going to threaten you. He's going to threaten the marriage. You don't want to do this to that man. You do not want to break him down in that manner. If you tell him, he will. What's that word called when they go back to it? Relapse. He will relapse. Trust me when I tell you this. This is coming from the deepest part of my heart. Do not tell him that you won the money gambling. However you reveal that you have the money, you can figure that part out, but never tell him you won it gambling, because he's going to think he can do it too.
My Lord. Dr. Love?
Again, this is the worst advice I've ever heard. Listen, if you got to lie to your husband, you shouldn't be with him. You understand? If you want to divorce him over $2 million, he'll sue you. He'll take half anyway. So the thing is, I don't think he would ask you for half. You know what I mean? No. You know what I mean? Y'all are a couple. The money goes in y'all account, and he's supposed to be a responsible adult. Y'all are married. Y'all have been together for all these years. And there's people out here who are saying, oh, yeah, like Kim Ballinger and them, oh, gambling does the same thing that drugs do. No, it does not. You would not want to live with a heroin addict or living with somebody that goes plays blackjack. It's a total difference. Addiction, okay? Like, please, you ain't never been carjacked by nobody that's on their way to Encore. So people that say drugs and gambling and all that is the same thing, be quiet. You ain't never did either one. So what I'm telling you, because somebody who's done all three, you know what I mean, it's not the same. And so, but marriage is, if you're in a relationship with somebody, regardless of how good and how bad things are, whatever, if you have to lie and keep secrets and things like that, then just get out of the marriage. But don't be in a relationship where you're hiding, like, vital, like, important information and things like that. Like, you can't go and pay off the house because you're scared he might find out. You can't go pay off the car because you're scared he might find out, and this, that, and the third. Like, what? Are you kidding me? You might as well have not even played it for. Who you been going to scratch tickets playing, buying all these scratch tickets for so you can get the money and hide it? It's been a year. Girl, I would have cashed it the same day. If I would have hit that ticket like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, by 5 o'clock at night, please. Me and Kirsten would have been at the airport.
We got to call Dr.
Okay.
Love.
We out.
Son. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we lost the caller. All right.
Oh, man.
I think that's it.
Reset one.
Lives have been taken for gambling. I ain't remember Gladys Knight killing nobody. I don't never heard Michael Jordan killing nobody.
Every young hustler should have one.
Gambling and kill somebody. What's up, y'all? My man Steve Goofy coming up next. Him and the most powerful Mel A. Bait. It's Friday. My man Tap Time coming up at 1 o'clock. Make sure my man Uncle JG, y'all check him out 4 o'clock on the Cookout. And then y'all know it's Friday. My man Troy Anthony and the voice Mark Harris will be in here on the Boom Squad. So keep it locked right here all day, every day on the Morning Cafe. I hope everybody have an amazing weekend too, man.
Have an amazing day.
Wait.
What are we doing?
Trap House Bingo.
Trap House Bingo, y'all. That's going down.
May 9th.
Get your tickets now on
7 to
Eventbrite.
11.
Trap House Bingo. That's right. Remy in the City's hosting that joint. So make sure, again, game starts at 7:30.
Zodiac Party.
Zodiac Party, that's coming up the week after, 2 weeks after. That's going to be at the Russell Auditorium Sunday, May 25th. Make sure y'all get the tickets for that down at the hair station, down at Silver Slippers, and down at my man Dana Dodson. Call my man Dana Dodson or call me or Angela, whoever. We get your tickets.
What you say, Angie?
Y'all be good or be good at it.
Yeah.